So, where did we leave off? What happened last session? It was a big one.
Lots of crazy shit happened.
It was wild. We basically fought off the entire empire, and now we're the kings of the world. So where do we go from here?
Well,
guys?
Yeah, following killing all of the wizard and goons, we went to the shipwright and liberated our people, killed those guys, and now we're heading back to the Hunter's Bay.
Hunter's Bay to go and murder some more people. We're the good guys. We're the good guys.
We're in the boat, and I'm explaining what was there. Okay, there was the tavern, and inside the tavern there was like the 8 orcs that were staying. They seemed kind of the same as the orcs that we were fighting in the tavern, so maybe strong but not that well armored. And then there was like a handful of other humans. Do you remember, Cedric, how many there were? Maybe like 5 or 6. One of them said that there was one. Remember, one of the orcs was saying that one of them was the leader. He was the best fighter. So there's some sort of captain, maybe 5 or 6 armored humans with spears and shields, and then about 8 orcs.
Yeah, I
the
think
orcs
that's
were in the
about correct.
tavern. The humans were camped outside the cave. But, it's been a few days, so things could have moved around.
Neil, do we remember the exact number of people that were there? Can I throw an int check out?
Yeah, throw me an int check, please. It was a bunch of orcs, it was a bunch of humans. You probably had a head count at one point, but it's been... Remember, it's only been 2 weeks, not even 2 weeks since the gods landed on this planet. So...
Yeah, lots going on.
So much has been going on. You probably just forgot these numbers.
So,
okay.
I'll say, we do have the advantage. They obviously don't know what's happened, right? So, they're not going to attack us on sight. Not necessarily. They probably will come and see what is going on when we arrive at the island, though. So if we're going to fight immediately, we should be prepared to do so as soon as we get there.
Absolutely.
Or maybe we can come up with a reason why we're there, kind of get settled in, and then when they're relaxed, jump them.
That's one option. If we, the problem is though that whatever her name would have sent a representative to confirm, right? Like the fact that there's nobody coming from the other one would, unless these are really, really low level guys, they're going to be suspicious, right? Whereas if we're just like, hey, she said to go pick you up.
I mean, they're stupid orcs. We talked to them before. They don't really know anything or do anything.
Yeah, but there's humans there. But we could just be here for our own reasons. We don't have to, it doesn't have to be anything to do with them.
Are we going to bring our ship over? Her ship over specifically, or
no? I don't think so. I think we just get Rory to bring us, right? I assume we're on Rory's boat right now, or I guess we're not.
I guess we're not.
No, not Rory. The woman who owned the boat. You had a long conversation with her.
Off.
What's her name?
Oh,
that means they're gonna know. Captain Bethany.
That's right. Yeah. And what's her first mate's name?
Lily.
All right.
Holy shit.
Checking his notes.
I was under the assumption, Zephyr, that we were going to bring the other wardens over and we were going to wipe out the Varasi forces on this island, and then we were going to go and explore the cave for the magic items that should be in there.
That's what we need to do.
Well, I don't know anything about a magic cave. I'm far more concerned with making sure that we kill those soldiers who will never get a chance to report are going on to their higher ups. The cave, that's something, I mean, if it's convenient, we can deal with the cave, but I'm far more concerned with the future of our people.
Maybe Captain Bethany, is she here right now, Neil, while we're talking about this?
No. I think, I know Nick had said that we're on the boat on the way over, but I want to just roll that back.
Probably a little bit
I
before,
actually really appreciate that. I was super happy with it, but it sounds like we might need a little bit more organization beforehand.
Maybe we can get Captain Bethany to do the introduction. She can come up and say, hey, she's a friendly face. Maybe they'll even come and hail her and see her onto the boat. And then we spring our trap and kill the orcs that come. And then we can go and hunt the rest down on the island.
Yeah. I mean, it's also entirely possible that we get there and they're all dead already.
That's true.
That's true.
Yeah.
But
I think that's a good plan.
I back
Okay,
any
so-
plan where we get there and we kill them, whether or not we spring a trap upon them. I don't have any specific. You guys met these guys. I didn't. I don't have a specific plan that I think we should do, but I do think that we should kill them.
So-
Riven, then, are you good for that plan?
So you're saying that we kind of hide our numbers. Bethany does the intro, invites them on board.
Says they're coming to pick them up to go to the other island because that's where the gods landed, yada yada. And then we spring our trap when they come aboard.
Like when they're all aboard, like we wait for them all, or like we attack when they're like halfway there.
I shrug. However many we want, you know? If the captain comes aboard and the other orcs are still in the tavern, then we spring it, and then we go get the orcs later. Just, whenever a good amount of them are on board.
Now, here's another problem. All right, let's say we spring a trap and there's only like 5. Let's say there's how many of them are on the island? Like 20?
Like 8
11.
orcs, maybe like 6 or 7 humans, I reckon.
All right, so let's call it 20, right? Just to be like we're overestimating.
That's probably less than that, but yeah.
Sure, there's probably less than 20 people there. If let's say 6 of them are on the boat, we take out those guys. The other guys realize what's going on. They realize it's a fight that they can't win. Boom, they all split up out into the wilderness. Now we've got a fucking, a hunt on our hands, and they're witnesses and they know everything. Well, at least they know enough to bring the boot down.
That's true. They'd only need to
If
find a
those
boat
people
off the
are
island.
out, oh yeah, I
And
know.
we'd be in
Maybe it's
trouble.
better to get them all on the ship then.
Maybe it is better to get them all on the ship.
We hide. The captain and her first mate came over here just to pick everybody up. They get picked up, and then we,
If we can get ourselves onto the island without springing a fight, we can find out where they all are and attack them in the night. I've got spells that can help us lay a trap. You remember what I did to those lizard guys on the beach? Something like that, right?
Oh yeah.
Like lure all the orcs out of the tavern into an ambush.
I remember
Into a
somebody
trap of
getting a
some
sling
sorts.
bullet to the back of the head, but I think the magic would be really great.
let's let Bethany go, and let's let Rudy or whatever your name is take us over, and we'll just spring a trap in the middle of the night.
Rudy.
Rory.
Rory?
Yeah, so we just go on Rory, the 4 of us.
Do we want to bring more people? It would look.
How
The
many
more people we
wardens?
bring, the more suspicious it looks.
That's true, but our goal is for them never to see us.
We'd need a story though if we got caught.
We would need, but I think the hiding thing doesn't work. What if we were just like?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
she
what if we
said
just
it's
say
here to
we're
come
there
get you.
to find the treasure?
Yeah, she sent us there to check in on you because she's like drafted, and like we just act like really like, oh, she fucking drafted us into the army. We act like we're really put about on it, and we don't want to be doing it. We don't want to be there.
Yeah,
That is,
let's
I think
try
that's
it.
way
Sure.
more.
What
believable.
if we arrive late in the day, so there's no option of going back to Aknara immediately? We land, we're here,
That
we're
works.
picking you up, and we're going to leave in the morning.
Oh,
And then we ambush them in the
Perfect.
night.
That's
A perfect
smart,
plan.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
good call. Because they might even want to sleep on the boat, like for safety or whatever,
Yeah.
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 well, they're going to
perfect.
want to sleep in the town, I reckon. I think we should be in the town. We should attack them in the town, is what I
Okay.
think.
How many of us do we bring? Do we bring the other wardens, leaving our town undefended?
No, I think we just go the 4 of us.
Just
I think
us.
the 4 of us, yeah.
We're blessed by the gods.
That's true.
Yeah, even those blessed by the gods aren't invincible, although it certainly feels like we are sometimes.
I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't be so
I barely
sure
get a
about
scratch
that. I
on
mean,
me.
that guy in all that armor,
Oh.
he looked like he knew how to fight, but like
Yeah,
he
I
forgot.
wish we had that armor.
I'm
It
not
would have
sure.
been. Would have been
Man,
Cedric's dream.
did I take that guy down? Wow, that was a crazy.
You were
I mean,
incredible.
you all obviously you all did especially Zephyr, you holding him down like that. That was very important, obviously, and
I never thought a city boy bean counter could have been a throat cutter, but you turned me around on that.
right, yeah, no, that was a very funny joke, Zephyr.
Sorry,
I'm
I meant
just-
banana counter.
Right, right, because I count the banana. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's it's always been in me.
All right, this is a perfect plan. Let's get
Let's
to
do
it
it.
before we undo it.
Can Cedric, can you go over the plan one more time just so that we're all on the same page?
I was just gonna
We-
say that. Yeah.
We get on the boat. We go there. The captain's going to do an intro for us back to the humans. We're going to say we're there just to bring them back. We found where the gods fell. And her lady is waiting on them to get there. So we obviously can't travel tonight because of the time and the tide. But in the morning, we'll set out. And then during the
Okay.
night, we stabby stab.
We
And
can
do you want me
also
to do the
mention,
talking?
Oh, yeah, you should do the talking big time.
You can
Oh, yeah.
you can mention that the wizard and her troops haven't come because they're dealing with the summoned monsters.
From
Yeah, perfect.
Lord.
Well, you could when you just say you don't know where they're from, but she said you'd know, or she said to say this.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was his name? Lord Caldwell?
Krellis.
Corbett Krellis.
All right.
Okay, so how long's the journey, Neil?
On a large boat like the one that Bethany has, not that long.
Yeah.
Couple hours.
Well,
at most.
we want to set off so that we get there like half an hour before sundown.
I'm sure she knows the best time to get there. Yeah.
Yeah. She'll
And we tell her
sort
the
you out.
plan. You know, we
Yeah,
tell her
the plan.
that we don't want to leave. We want her to make the intro and not to make it weird.
And we remember, Neil, from last session that she is charmed currently.
That is correct.
Yes, so she will not betray us.
Yes.
Or at least I would hope not.
Yes, that's the hope. Now, her boat has sails, so it can operate around here, as long as the weather cooperates. And they also have places for oars if you need to row regardless of what the weather tells you, or, directionally against the current. So we'll just take a look at the weather the next day and see how we can set out. Let's see. Floating fortress mechanics. Ugh. Love it. We are in
He's breaking out the
autumn.
book.
He's getting the mechanic spreadsheet, the weather spreadsheet out.
I have a weathered spreadsheet, yes.
Oh, I know. No, I know you do, Neil.
Thank you.
Referencing the
Who
weather
would like to
spreadsheet that I knew
roll
existed.
for the next day's weather? Peach
I'll
Owl.
roll.
It's you,
I got
buddy.
you.
It's
I got
1d6
you. What
plus
do you need?
1d8 plus 2.
Okay. D6, D8, 2,
Yeah.
14.
That's great weather.
No,
That's
it's not. You guys rest because you just killed Selma today. It's been a big day, right? It's been a really big day. You go down to rest after making these plans. And when you wake up in the middle of the night because there's a storm on. The rains are coming. The winds are blowing. You can go back to sleep safe and sound in your nice warm huts, knowing full well that tomorrow no one's setting sail anywhere.
yeah,
no
that's all
one
right. We
is
don't.
leaving.
We're not. There's not an immediate day-to-day time pressure. We can take a day or two. It's fine.
Okay, perfect.
Should I be
Yeah.
should I be full health or am I still recovering?
I'm sure by today you can get another die roll of HP. So you're not at full HP
Yeah.
yet, but
Yeah, here you go.
We'll heal
Here's
you.
a D8. 8.
Come on, a 4.
I'll take a 1d8.
Back up to
I'm
7.
back up to full.
Imagine having
6
less than
HP.
20
What HP am
HP.
I at?
Do I get? Shut up, Neil. Or Nick. Do I get a 1 HP for sleeping comfy at night?
no, because you were strenuous the day before.
Okay.
We get all of our MP back, right?
All
Yeah,
your MP
that's-
back, baby.
Yeah, 2 hours for 4. Yeah.
Neil, talk to me about these dead orcs. Were any of them wearing leather armor?
The orcs. Let me take a look at their
Were any
armor.
of the humans wearing leather armor? Were any of them wearing armor that someone with 8 strength could wear? Is what I'm trying to get at.
The humans were wearing leather armor. You could don it, but you could not cast your spells in it.
Are we sure about that? Because Elijah is wearing a breastplate and casting his spells now.
He's not wearing a
Or is he
breastplate
not?
while he's casting
Okay,
spells.
okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I must have misremembered. I thought the rules were
He
different.
just has
but
high.
in that case-
He has high
Yeah.
dex.
Yeah.
What
okay.
what
For
is
sorcerers,
the
you need a
heaviest
lot of-
armor
Plate mail.
Heaviest armor?
for that you can still cast spells in? I was going to finish my sentence.
No,
No,
you
see,
can
for
cast armor
clerics,
armor.
it's different. Clerics, you can cast armor and spells all day long. The sorcerers, their method of magic is different. And it's not so much the armor, it's that you need, complete flexibility and freedom. So even if you were to wear, a really cool leather jacket, it might get in the way of your spell casting for them.
Does Elven Chain let you wear it or no?
You would have to find it and wear it
You'd have
to
to find
find
out.
out. Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to work out my character's roll, right? Because I've got 22 HP, but I can't wear any armor. And I've not really got any way of doing damage in combat, but I have got control in combat. So I'm just
You're
trying
just
to
a
work
big
out
tank.
how to make it. Well, I'm not really a tank because I've only got
You're an
10
HP
AC.
tank, yeah.
So
You thought about not
taunts
casting your
plus-
spells?
What do you mean? Well, I'm just
You
wearing
can
armor.
just
No,
wear armor,
definitely
yeah.
not. Oh, in combat, actually. I mean, there's in a way that might actually be better.
wear armor
But,
in combat and then take it off to cast all your spells and just not cast
some of my
magic
stuff's
in combat.
utility stuff, right? But my base attack bonus isn't going to grow anything like a fighter's, so it might work at level 1, but every level we go on beyond, the sorcerer is going to get worse in combat, which is something that Peachal you should consider, because Elijah's, if he ties too much of his self-worth to his sword fighting ability, might find himself a bit embarrassed in 5 or 6 levels.
You might have to explore your characters as they level rather than having a mono character level 1 to 20.
There you go.
That's kind
Crazy.
of based.
Fucking insane. Anyway, the storm blows all day, and you know what? You guys needed a day of rest anyway. It was a rough day. And Mooten, will you roll me 2d6 plus 4?
Yep.
All right.
7.
It was only the one day. Only the one. Things clear up the next day. The winds die down to a gentle breeze. The clouds clear. It's nice and sunny outside, even though it's the middle of autumn. You know, there's a bit of a breeze that begins to pick up as the morning goes on, and it becomes actually quite a windy day by midday, which is perfect for you and for your boat and everything that you need, so you can pile on, all 4 of you.
In the evening.
In the
late afternoon.
Mm-hmm. Set your sails and arrive in Hunter's Bay. Excuse my hiccups. You can set your sails and arrive in Hunter's Bay.
As we pull into the bay, I check the shore for signs of their camps. The chimney in the inn giving off smoke. Camp lights by the cave entrance.
As you arrive, you don't see much in the way of lights because you're arriving before the sun goes down, before anyone would start fires. For navigational reasons, you need to arrive around here. But as you make your way in, you do see something that was not here before. You see a singular body hanging by its neck from a beam right around
fuck's
here.
Sake. Is it that woman?
It does appear to be an elder woman.
Fuck's sake, man.
Yes.
She was a nice lady.
Riven is distraught at this on the balcony of the rail of the boat, watching the body swing in the breeze.
Who is this woman?
Come on, check.
She manned a temple in the forest on the top of the island on her own after all the town had been killed. She only really visited the village, once every month or something for supplies.
Oh,
she didn't even realize everyone had died. And when we left, I begged her to come with us, but she said she had to collect the bones of the dead and bury them.
She was so good. I told her too. Remember when we were at the beach? I told her, no, you have to come with us. It's too dangerous, please. But she insisted on staying here.
Yeah.
But
I give Elijah a bit of a side eye at that. I don't remember him saying that.
When you say she's hanging,
sure he said
does that mean someone has intentionally strung her up?
Yeah.
Yeah, the orcs have hung her up, yeah.
Unless she was, trying to balance herself or safety tie herself to a rafter with a rope and then just
by
slipped.
her neck.
Yeah.
So these Varasi monsters killed a woman.
What's new for them?
I don't know if
when
I can
we
wait
left
for the
and
night.
she was collecting the bones, they were throwing things at her, spitting at her, hurling insults at her. I don't know why she stayed.
Didn't we give her money?
We gave her rations.
Oh, rations.
Maybe you can get some of
Jesus.
them back, Cedric, eh? Maybe she can get a chance to eat them all.
Sometimes it feels like this isn't a world for kindness.
Not with
Let's
these
stick to the
monsters,
plan.
Matt. Yeah, okay.
Good plan.
Well,
I wipe my eyes, compose myself.
yeah. As you're looking around, sure enough, there are some Varasi soldiers who will come out of some houses over here and take a look at the boat. There's 3 of them, and they just kind of stand around watching as the boat comes into the harbor.
Where are we landing? Next to them.
That's up to you guys. The boat
We
comes
should
up
land
here.
next to them. We should land next to them.
Okay, you're going to need to take a small skiff from the boat to the shore because the harbor here is not quite deep enough for this larger boat to sit, but that's fine. The 4 of you can
The captain
hop in
will
one of
come
the
with
skiffs.
us?
Yeah, the captain has to come with us. We anchor the boat. We have to bring everyone.
Okay. Blanklet, and the 5 of you, leaving, of course, Lily, the first mate, on the boat.
Okay.
In this situation, the 4 of you have helped, by following orders to make the boat actually sail, or to probably help row, since they didn't have a full complement of folks who had been displaced by their soldiers.
Oh, I didn't consider that.
Really quick, has Cedric had another chance to heal me today?
Is this a new day? Then yeah, I woulda.
Yes.
Can I get more
Are
HP?
you at 75% or higher? No.
No.
I'm at 7 out of 13. So
Nope, just the D8.
All right, D8.
I say to Zephyr, they're going to wonder where the rest of the crew are. We have to just say that they're staying on the ship. But Bethany and us came here to explain what was going on.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, okay.
Well, the 4 of you plus Bethany arrive on a skiff. The 3 of the soldiers come over to take a look. You can see, looking out from one of the buildings here, in a window, there are a couple more heads gazing in this direction.
As we sail over, I whisper to Bethany, what's the name of their lead soldier that was left behind here?
Bethany makes an int check. He rolls her intelligence. Bethany's got to have more than 5 int. We rolled this before. I rolled. Wasn't great.
We could ask first mate as well,
Okay.
even though I already said we left the boat.
Yeah. No, you can ask Bethany. I think she has 8 int. I remember it not being high. I didn't tell you exactly because based on her int, the charm spell wears off at different speeds. She does have subpar int. But she does remember. The name of the captain is Pad.
Okay, I say that to Zephyr. Make sure she knows. That's the name of the soldier that's in charge of the people who are left here.
Gotcha.
What's his rank?
He's a lieutenant.
Okay, Lieutenant Pad. Not Lieutenant Pad.
Lieutenant. We don't say lieutenant. There's no F or T. I think there's a T actually. But there's no F
Definitely.
in lieutenant.
There is multiple T's. Yeah.
Are you really going to make this argument for an English word, dude? If English,
true.
you can pronounce any word, whatever the fuck
It's
you
a French
care what
word,
letters
thank
are
you
in there,
very
dude.
much. But it also shouldn't be
Once
pronounced
it's
with
in the
an F.
English language, it's an English word. Hell yeah,
True.
brother.
If I'm speaking English and I'm saying it, it's an English word.
Damn right.
Okay, let's not get caught up in that old chestnut.
Yeah. You arrive, the soldiers kind of give you a wave. They're leaning on their spears because they got shields out. They're showing up properly armed. They got their armor on. They've got their little helmets on. They're leaning on their spears, watching as the 5 of you step up.
Is
2 of you in your
how many
arms.
do I
one of
spot?
them one of the ones that I gave T to? Sorry, this is the last question. Do you remember, Neil? I
Give me
made
a
them
charisma
T.
check. See if you can remember their faces. You did have a little meet cute with one of them.
I did.
Yeah.
17.
These guys all have these big beards and their helmets have these large nose guards that come down. It's just a little hard to identify their faces with their gear on. If they took their helmets off, you could probably tell which one, but no, not right
Can
now.
I name one of them? It's all right.
Give me a second charisma check?
Well, okay, to remember his name. Fine.
Yeah. One of these guys' names was
It's the guy that I gave
Bartholomew.
the T to.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bartholomew. Okay.
Yeah.
Barcy.
Okay, sorry, Zephyr.
No, I completely forgot what I was going to say. How many of them are there?
3. And then there's a few more in a nearby building watching out the window, but 3 on the shore.
Okay, so we've got 3 on the shore, and then there's like a few more. Does that mean like 3 to 5?
Like, you can see one person in the window, and you've seen someone move behind, and you're not sure how many other people are in the room because you can't, you're not close enough to see into the inside very well.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to know roughly how many dudes we're dealing with here.
You have verified there are 5 people. There could be more inside that building.
Perfect.
Do you,
Yep,
do
we
you want to
continue on.
speak?
Well,
Because
Bethany
you
is
just
the-
landed on the shore, and there's 3 people here.
is Beth? I kind of like cough and I look at Bethany.
Oh, and she steps forward and goes, Lady Selma Tailwind has wanted me to come and pick you up. These 4 here are for extra protection. we'll set out in the morning and head on over to where they found the Godfall.
I'll nod in agreement with this, and I'll say, yep. We got fixed with babysitting duty.
One of the soldiers nods and goes, well, it'll be easy. The orcs are all dead.
The hell? What do you mean?
What happened?
He takes a spear and he points to the hanging body. Old woman poisoned a lot of them. So we had to hang her.
Jesus.
I really try and control my smile. Okay, I roll a wisdom check for this.
What would
charisma
possess a woman
Nice.
to
Good job.
poison?
Well, they were giving her a lot of shit, and then they started stealing her food. Then she made a big pot of stew, and they stole that, and then they all choked to death. Honestly, they shrug. I get it, but you
Good
know,
kill, actually.
you can't leave someone
Yeah.
like that
By the
alive.
sword.
So
Die by the sword.
No, that's dangerous. Yeah.
Well, look. It happens, man.
I didn't know she had it in her.
Well, I knew.
Yeah, I guess
It
you have
sucks
to be pretty
'cause-
crazy to stay here on your own.
Sucks because now you guys are going to have to get new orcs.
Right. That's really awkward.
I'll make sure
Not
to
my
put that
business.
in the report, and I'll write it down for
Huh?
what's her name?
How many orcs do you really need? I mean, are they really that useful? They seem kind of...
oh, they're great. I mean, as long as you need a stupid blunt instrument to just go destroy something, those guys are intimidating as all fuck. You know that they're going to eat your baby if you cross them. You know, that level of fear really helps. You know, there's a certain population that can just be cowed immediately. Orcs are great for that. You know, show up, scare people into doing what you need, not a problem. Now, if you need any like actual real work done on a strategic level, obviously they're just fucking cannon fodder, but they serve their purpose.
Did you go into the cave? Did you see those slimes? Have you worked out what happened here?
There's like the three guys in the helmets look at each other and they nod and they go, yeah, one of our guys got slimed, gooed, gooped.
What
I don't
happened?
know.
Get slimed.
He showed up, went in the cave. The ground grabbed him. He screamed. We tried to pull him out, and we did, and the flesh was gone from his legs, and he died there. You know, not much but bones from the knees down. So
It wasn't
give those caves a
Bartholomew, was it?
wide berth. No.
Good.
Do you two of you hit it up or something? He didn't say.
No,
nothing.
No, it wasn't like that. You know, I just spoke to him on the beach. I made him some tea.
Are
He seemed
we
cold.
landed at this point?
Yeah, you are. He's inside. They say.
Well,
Pointing
don't
to the
say
building
anything.
behind you.
Don't say anything.
All right.
God, that sounds horrifying.
Well, you might want to sleep on the boat tonight, or at least sleep far away from that cave. They
Definitely.
do tend to come out in the night and poke around a little bit.
Have you figured out a way to kill them or anything? I don't. What are they? Like slimes?
Yeah, it's like acidic mud, I think.
That's weird as hell, man.
Yeah. It grabs onto you and then just burns right through you.
Gross.
Well, you know, we thought there was going to be more of you, but you guys could sleep on the boat, I guess, if you want.
Let's go talk to Pad. And they turn around and walk back into the building.
Not being that many of them, I mean, and that's actually a good invitation to the boat. Get off the island.
We could just kill them in their sleep, right?
Yeah, we'll wait
Seems
for
like
them
they're
to
buying
figure it
They're
out.
buying it. Oh, they're going to know about the... Wait, as soon as they come on the boat, they're going to know that some shit's gone down because we're the crew.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't add up, so actually maybe not.
I mean, that's why we get up on the boat and we get them. Well, there's a few
Yeah.
up top and a few on the boat.
Okay. I exchange a glance with Zephyr and Bethany. All seems to be going according to plan. Are we heading into the... Looks like we're following them into the building.
The three of them walked into the building. I didn't know if you wanted to stay outside or if you wanted to go in as well.
I think we... I don't know.
I mean, if they all went inside, let's go inside with them. Get out of the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can find 4 more humans in here. 7 total. One of them is currently pouring some drinks. 2 others are sitting at tables. One of them could like look out the window. The other was blocked by a wall. And there's one person tending to the fire in the fireplace. The guy pouring drinks puts them down, looks over, sees all of you coming on in, and one of the people you were talking to begins to recap. Like, hey, they found the Godfall, they're bringing us back, blah blah blah, and everyone just seems to be going along with it. They see Bethany, they recognize her. There's no muss, no fuss. The guy pouring
Did they put their
drinks,
spears down?
Only the 3 people that came outside had their weapons on them. The other 4, their shields are down, their spears are down, their leather armor's off. They're just like hanging out, doing their own thing.
Oh man.
I kind of look at Zephyr and I whisper, pineapple.
The guy pouring the drinks is like, all right, well, Bartholomew, why don't you go grab all the other supplies near the cave, take someone with you, make sure you don't get bit by those things.
Oh, nice.
Let's get ready to take off. Bartholomew,
we can convert him, right?
yeah. Bartholomew gets up from the fireplace. He goes and grabs one of the people who was sitting at the table. And the 2 of them head out the building and down this passageway to go take a look at the cave where they left some supplies.
Is it obvious who Pad is?
Yeah, he's the guy who's giving orders.
Yeah.
He's not wearing any armor.
I make my way over to whoever is serving drinks. Who was serving drinks?
Pad.
Yeah. Pad was
Leader.
serving, and I asked him, and is it like a boiling cup of tea?
No, you wish. It's a carafe of watered down wine.
I take it,
Ew.
and I take a sip of it. I drink it a little bit, and I hand it over to Bethany, the captain.
Pad kind of looks at you and is like, that was mine, but you know what? When you get off this godforsaken island, I'll take it. And he goes and reaches for another cup to pour himself a drink.
I say, oh, sorry about that. We have some wine back in the town. Actually, the orcs you guys sent over there, they almost drank us dry, but we managed to find a few more drinks. But yeah.
There's a weird atmosphere.
And
I look at Cedric and Elijah.
I place my hand on my sword and I just say, they did a lot of really bad things over there. And I think we're going to get our own back. And I draw my +1 longsword and fucking strike him.
Shit. Surprise attack.
That's cold, bro.
Fails his surprise check. He's got, a carafe in one hand, a drink in the other, and he's like pouring it as he's like, what the fuck? Who is this person that like shows up and takes my wine glass and like, what? We're getting off the sound. What the fuck is this person in this armor doing? And as he's pouring the wine, your sword comes on out in a nice, beautiful attack at +1 for surprise.
Oh, 5.
You try to do the impressive like slash out from your scabbard, but it doesn't go well. It gets kind of caught a little bit, and the arm gets stuck for just a moment, and he leans back, and the sword clears well over his head as it makes its arc. And I think in this surprise round,
theatrically, it's incredible, but no damage.
Absolutely no damage.
Initiative.
I was just gonna say, you guys you all know what's happening. You can all make a surprise attack this round.
Attack.
I'm
Yeah.
keeping that initiative if that's okay.
Well, we roll d20s for initiative, so you're gonna have to re-roll it.
All right, that's fine. So we all get attacks this round, you say?
Yeah.
All right, here comes my attack. How many people are in the room?
5. 3 of them are in
5, all
armor.
I'll attack one of the armored ones. Did they leave their spears at the door?
No, the armored ones still have their spears in their hands. They're good soldiers. They walk around.
15?
That'll hit.
Or 4?
Okay. Let me roll his HP. 4 damage will not kill. You will swipe and cut deeply into one of these people from behind. He's probably not even paying attention to what's happening. Taking a nice good chunk of damage. Who else is going this round?
I will cast the shield spell.
Shit, I didn't roll in. Fuck.
You
No,
don't-
it's
you
a
get a free
surprise
This
attack.
is a surprise round.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Okay, sorry.
You cast shield this round. Lovely.
Yeah, I want to update my AC token, but I guess it's variable depending on the attack. So
Yeah.
should we just go with the melee one?
Yeah. What is melee AC?
I'll do it, Neil. I can
Thank
change
you.
it.
Thank you.
Right. Yeah. 16.
So Zephyr, you've attacked one, missed. Mooton, you've attacked another, hit.
Yep.
Riven, you cast shield. And Elijah.
I fucking... Wait, do I roll in now? I'm so confused. What is,
You should get an
what is the
attack.
surprise
This
round
is
shit?
surprise round because Zephyr just attacked someone
Yeah.
and everyone was not ready for it except for the party.
Yeah.
Unless you weren't
Gotcha.
ready for it. Maybe you were not paying attention?
Oh, no, he was absolutely not ready for it. No.
Okay, cool. Then you
More
just lose
uncomfortable
your...
than anything.
Elijah
tracks.
was also surprised.
Well, like,
All right.
I feel like in character, genuinely, we didn't know that this was going to happen, but...
I yelled. I told him pineapple. I was ready.
all right.
Will everyone who has not yet rolled initiative please roll in? Ooh.
Fuck. High is good.
High is
now, huh?
good, right?
High is good.
Yeah.
Shit.
I'm just gonna put my 16 in there.
Okay. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
So the first one up is Lieutenant Pad. He's the guy who was pouring the drinks. Zephyr slashes at him. He drops his carafe. He drops his bottle. He's got a weapon, but it's on the other side of the bar. And so he's going to have to make a desperate ploy to like run and grab it, which does provoke an attack of opportunity from Zephyr.
Perfect. Let me go ahead and dissuade him of the notion that he's going to be getting a chance to fight here. With a natural 2 for fucking 3 to hit.
Oh my god.
What about Elijah? Does Elijah get one? I know it's
No,
not
these
to
are on
scale.
separate people. They're all kind of scattered around.
Makes sense.
There's no two people next to each other right now. So the guy jumps behind the bar, or like, ducks behind the bar, grabs his short sword that's lying, nearby, whirls around, and comes right back to slash at you, Zephyr, with a 12 plus 1 to hit is a 13 is wild miss.
Nowhere close, baby.
Yeah. The other guy who was sitting at the table gets to his feet immediately and what is his closest weapon? He might have a knife on his belt. Let me just roll a check here. Yeah, he does have a knife on his belt, just like a little utility knife. It only does D3 damage, but he will get up and go to stab Riven with it.
Oh, no.
Easy.
A 16
I
to
turn
hit
to face him. Ooh, that hits.
will actually hit you. It will not interrupt your spell casting because you've already cast your spell. And you will take...
Well, that was last round.
Yeah.
Well, we're not doing interruptions anymore, right?
Yeah, well, that's what I was originally going to say, but then I remembered he had already cast the spell, and it all didn't
Then
make
you
any
remembered
sense.
it was the round before.
Yeah. For 3 points of damage. Max damage on the little knife as he jabs it into you and starts yelling as loud as he can.
I want to see the panic in his eyes as he sees my health bar barely decrease.
Yeah. The
He's
dagger
obviously on his
goes
own computer.
in, and it comes right out, and Riven, this, kind of short, kind of thin, this androgynous, light, very fae-like, whimsical, demure style character seems to be not even slightly bothered by this 3 damage blow to her chest. Their chest.
This is the power of Buddhism. And what's it called when you meditate? It's the power of meditation.
Cedric.
Yeah.
Here's my
your
attack, but I think I might start chanting something. Let me just remind myself of my spells. Chant of Peace, Chant of Protection, Song of Refuge. I'm gonna do a Song of Refuge. Is anybody within 5 feet of me, Koibu?
Right now it's just you and the enemy.
All right, I'll just do
it's
my
kind of-
song for now, and then we'll figure it out later.
Yeah, everyone's sort of spread out throughout this makeshift tavern.
15.
Excellent shot.
7.
Ooh, not quite killing, but almost slaughtering this one guy before you, who you attacked last round.
All right.
Zephyr, you've squared off with Pad. He's sort of like on the entrance to the kitchen bar area. It's a makeshift bar. He's got his short sword, but no armor, no shield, standing before you.
I will do the Chant of Peace. That is the -1 to attacks. And then I will make a Warblade strike. The natural 14,
there you go. Right through him. Roll some damage.
And we will bam 6 damage. Not bad.
Excellent. Next up is the person MrMouton is fighting. Now, he's just taken a shit ton of damage from you, Mouton. And he's in his armor. He's in this room. He's being ambushed. He's being surprised. It's not going very well. His morale check is not awesome. He's going to do the only sensible thing to do, and he's just going to withdraw, keeping his shield up, keeping his spear in your direction, and he starts backing for like a staircase that goes up to the second floor.
Fine by me.
And calling for like a retreat upstairs.
Oh, that's not good for them.
Yeah. So he begins to back. Riven.
Can I still see this guy that's going for the stairs?
Yeah.
But I'm also being attacked in melee by one of the unarmored ones.
Yes. This guy over here. I'm just going to put him next to you, even though this is not the battle map.
Yeah. I think I just attack him with... well, we're still low level, so my short sword attacks are okay. He's got no armor, so I'm just going to attack him with my short sword.
Yeah, he just stood up from the table. He's got nothing on him.
No bonus to hit, yeah?
No. 6 isn't good enough. No, he turns it to the side. You know, he's maybe using the chair that he just got off of to like kick in your direction and keep some distance between the two of you as he circles, waiting for another thrust. The other spearmen who were ready earlier, who were already walking around armored and met you outside, quickly descend. One of them jumps on Cedric, and the other is going to jump on Zephyr. And they will each make their attacks. The one on Cedric will roll a 4, and the one on Zephyr will roll what should be a 17, but you're chanting peace, which brings the attack down to a 16.
Nice.
Which misses you.
Huge.
Leaving us with Elijah Evans.
They underestimate Elijah at their own doom.
Yeah. I mean, this is going pretty good. I don't think I have to use any of my valuable MP for this. I got mostly utility spells anyway. So Elijah's just going to turn to wherever the next soldier is.
Yeah, it's this guy over here near Cedric.
Beautiful. And step up to him and draw his rapier. And
give him a little back attack.
Stab him in the fuck. Oh, never mind. Stab the absolute air.
Yeah, it's not going that great. Everyone's a little off their footing here. You're in this kind of cramped indoors situation. The ceilings aren't that high. You know, there's furniture around. It's a house that's been turned into a common room. Lieutenant Pad, now with his short sword out, he knows that he's got to get this lead person who attacked him down, and then we can start to organize. So he'll take his short sword. 17 plus 1 to hit for his proficiency. -1 is a modified 17.
That's a
he
hit.
will hit you for 4 points of damage, Zephyr. Leaving us with the spearman on Riven, who actually just has a little hunting knife. 11 to hit is no good. Cedric takes turn.
Here's a mace attack on the... I'm not going to attack the guy on the stairs because I think he's kind of fucked. So I will go and attack the guy next to me for a miss. And I believe that... what's your name? Not Ribbon, not Cedric. Elijah should be getting +1 to AC because I'm singing a song for him.
Okay, yeah.
Ooh.
Or is it +1 temp HP or AC?
AC for my Song of Refuge.
Can you read it?
Adjacent
you put it in chat.
allies.
Yeah.
Yep, get +1 AC.
Yes, only allies, so not the
Really
cleric.
good.
Or the enemies. That's right.
Correct. Isn't this a third level ability? Did we level last time?
Second level spell slot is what it
Right.
says on my sheet.
Right. Did we level you to third level?
No. So do I not have that yet? Sorry.
No. You don't
Correct.
get the 3.
That's
Yeah.
the third one?
Yeah. Anything that is second. Oh, these numbers in the upper left-hand corner are
Don't
wrong.
correspond, yeah.
Okay. Hold on. Let me look at
It's
the
like
actual...
a chant, so I'm just not sure which one is which, yeah.
Yeah. No. You absolutely have. Wait, Martha. This is Chant of Peace. Yes, you absolutely have this. Ignore those numbers. Those are so wrong.
This is Song of Refuge.
Yeah. You're good.
Okay, well, I do it then. I chant it.
Yep, you're good. You're good. Excellent. Zephyr Shepherd. Thank you.
Come
I
on.
feel confident. Okay, we got the drop on them. We have the divine path behind us. This is justice. 20.
Yes.
There you go.
That's a crit.
Critical hit. Roll me double damage.
Here's your double damage. Oh, 13 damage.
Sick.
There goes
He's fucked.
Lieutenant Pad. Immediately, his head is severed from his shoulders and rolls to the ground nearby. Pfft, done.
And I flick my blade at the guy beside me so that the blood just like sprays across him. Fucking awesome. When you roll that high, you can be cool.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. Just sorting again. All right, Zephyr. Lieutenant Pad is dead. Next up is this spearman who ran upstairs. Now you can hear him. He's got all the way upstairs. He's shouting out a window for those other two people who had left and calling for them to help. Riven, your turn.
I mean, I'm thinking like I could do cool stuff with my spells, but actually I think this is just like a walk in the park, so why waste it? So I'm just going to continue to attack this guy with my short sword for a
That'll
hit this time for 1 damage.
Minimal damage, but you know what? You rolled maximum HP, so it's okay. I don't know why Lieutenant Pad was on here multiple times. Oh, that's why. Oh, shit. Meant to do other spearmen. Okay, there we go. There we go. This guy who's cornered between Cedric and Elijah. He's not under the effect of any spells, but he's got the two of you on him. And Elijah was the last to attack him. And Elijah looks like the easy one. He's got no armor on. He's kind of, middle-aged, balding, overweight. You can just take out Elijah in one blow, and then you turn your attention to the obvious young, handsome, strong warrior of the group.
Of course.
So he takes his spear and he goes to plunge it through Elijah, who moves with surprising speed.
The critical information.
He's got that like Jack Black body build where he's heavy, but he's agile. He's like a physical funny man. And you can easily dodge out of the ways. Leaving us with the guy on Zephyr. Takes his short sword, his spear. It's only a 3 to hit. And one of the people comes running back from the coast. These people, remember, left without any weapons or armor. They were just fleeing. Or not fleeing. They were just going to go get supplies.
Why is he come running back?
Yelling.
Coming back.
With yelling out
like,
the window.
But is he like running as soon as he gets in the door, or is he like sprinting from the outside?
You're fighting inside, and so you just hear this guy appear in the doorway and take a look around at what's going on. Hurries over to a table, picks up a chair as like a makeshift weapon,
that's fine, yeah.
and goes to break it over Riven's
He had
head.
He had enough movement to do that.
He walked for one round casually at a slow speed, and then he ran back.
Look at me. I am the tank now.
11 to hit from behind.
No good.
11,
from behind?
12, 13 modified from behind with the chair.
Can I not turn to face him?
You can, but you'll provoke an opportunity attack from the guy with the short knife.
Fine. He hits me with the chair.
He hits you with the chair, goes over the shoulders. You take 1 point of damage. Elijah.
Ow.
All right. This has been a fucking dance so far, to be honest. I mean, he always misses the first, but he always hits the second.
Not today. That nice conical shield pushes your rapier to the side. Nowhere.
I just want to say, this is out of character, but just to our two warriors in combat, right? When we've got enemies, some of which have 10 AC and some of which have 15, but they have equal damaging potential. It's better to go for 10 AC.
Take off it's like in StarCraft, you should focus the...
I thought you guys had the 10 AC guys.
I don't have anyone, mate. Like, I
just didn't realize that they had different amounts of AC because I was didn't look at the thing.
That's fine. I'm sorry for being sassy.
Guy with the short knife tries to gut Riven again. It's a 15.
No good.
Oh, did you just turn yourself to the side?
No.
You just turned yourself. You just turned yourself to give him a flanking attack.
It's not my turn. I did not. Why would I do that? It makes no sense to do that.
But you
that
did
makes
it.
No sense.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just messing with the token.
Okay.
I would not. That makes no sense.
Got it. All right. You're still facing the same way.
If it was the start of my round and I was getting attacked from both sides, then yes.
Okay. Cool.
The guy just attacked me from behind, so there's no point.
No, that's perfect. Yeah. 15 is a miss then.
My shield spell blocks it.
Perfect.
Can I say,
Cedric's
I absolutely should just look at the AC values of people, but also I feel like if they have different AC, they should have different models. Just saying. Just saying.
True.
Am I able to go over here, Neil?
Yeah, this guy is, the two of you have approached him. You can get him from either side, so it's like you each have a flank.
Yeah, my goal is to he can't use shield on my side. So here's my attack. I can't really cast anything. I'm still doing my song, but because we're no longer adjacent, it's no longer protecting anyone. So that'll be the miss.
Okay. Zephyr. Just the one dude. He wounded you.
He did wound me, and I'm mad about it.
Yeah.
I boil my fury behind my blade. This is... Not only is this justice, this is vengeance, right? This guy was too weak to resist the Verasi Empire. He joined them. Right? I rolled a 7.
It's not good enough.
Fucking pathetic.
Your vengeance is just not really here. It's not in your heart.
It's delayed.
Another guy arrives, coming through the door on the next round. He also pops in, sees the disorder, the combat, the fray, and he's going to grab another chair, and come
chair
up
guy
behind.
Get Riven. Come on, gotta be Riven, right?
I'm by the door.
Don't rope us.
No, he's going for another person where there's a more easy back attack. So he's going to come up and he's going to come behind Elijah. And back attack Elijah with a chair. A 15 to hit. Plus 2 for back attack is a 17. Elijah, you'll take 4 points of damage as the chair crashes on your head. That the narrow section of the board.
You guys remember the scene from The Simpsons where Bart hits Homer in the bathtub with the chair? Such a fucking good scene. Yeah, that's what I'm imagining. Sorry.
Do you have bless on you, or do you have shield on you or something? What's the temporary HP, Neil?
That's his MP.
Oh,
the red bars are their MP. Yeah.
So you took HP off of his MP?
No. The blue. The top bar is HP. The lower bar is MP.
Oh, got it. Okay, for me, his lower bar is red.
Yeah, but
his lower bar
take
is
4
red.
damage?
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
How much health does Elijah have?
Not
How much
that
health
much.
does Elijah have? I thought he had a
Only
fuckload.
He was at
11.
7, and then he just took 4.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
No, I was at 11. I was at full HP.
Is this the first damage you've taken?
I have already subtracted the 4 damage.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought you hadn't done
Thank
it,
you.
and so I did it on your behalf.
Nope.
Cool.
I'm at 70.
Riven, it's your turn.
Okay, not looking so cocky now. Can you describe my place in the bar?
Yeah, so there was this table that someone was sitting at looking outdoors. The guy who's looking out the window is the person that you're fighting. He's the guy with the knife. So you're sort of near that table, and he's picked up the chair. I'm sorry, he's kicked around the chair that he was sitting on. So his back is to the window, and he's thrusting at you. So your back is towards the center of the room, which is where that guy that came up from behind you came with the chair.
If I wanted to put myself in a corner,
you'd have to withdraw to get to a corner this round.
I could give 2 opportunity attacks though.
Absolutely.
Could I do it in such a way that the opportunity attacks were to my front, not to my back?
Yeah, because if you do a side and then you back to here and then you back away,
Yeah.
absolutely.
No, I think I will fighting withdraw this round to a corner.
All right, you make your way. Do you want to do a corner towards the front of the building or towards the back of the building?
Well, here's the next... Remind me, if you're attacking someone with high ground, do you get a -1 or is it just a +1 for the person?
Only
with
a
high
+1
ground?
for
Is
the
there a
person.
corner that has a table in the corner? Is there a chance that I could be on the high ground?
You could, but at that point, your head would basically be hitting the ceiling, and any high ground benefit you would
Well, I'm
lose.
only half elf.
Yeah, but no.
Okay. I just go to the closest corner.
Cool. You withdraw to the closest corner.
Yeah, I assume they follow me.
They will maybe do something on their turn, but they're not doing it right now. The spearman between Elijah and Cedric. He's got Elijah to one side, Cedric to the other, and now his shield's on the Elijah side. So he keeps that shield up and takes his spear and tries to, push it in Cedric's direction, stabbing at him. with a 16.
Hit.
That is just enough. It's a one-handed spear, so it does 6 points of damage on a max roll. Excellent. The one against our dearly beloved Zephyr Shepherd is a 16 to hit. No good.
No good.
And the guy who just came in with the chair to hit Riven has got his chair, but Riven has backed off. And so he's like, well, this bitch ain't worth anything. And he turns around, and he sees Zephyr. And he's going to come up, drops his chair, and is just going to try and tackle Zephyr from behind so it doesn't provoke an attack of opportunity. He'll roll to grab her. A 12 will reach her. Zephyr, give me an opposed strength check.
All right, here's your strength check. 31.
Nice.
Pretty good.
That is so good. That absolutely beats his 29. So he grabs you around the waist. He tries to like suplex you into the ground, but like you don't budge. Elijah, it's your turn.
Yeah. Whoever just hit me with that fucking chair.
Yeah.
Wait.
If you turn to face him, you'll provoke an attack of opportunity from the person beside you.
Is that guy facing me?
This guy's facing you.
Just...
This guy has got like his side to you.
Come on, bro. And how much AC does the guy behind me have?
None. 10. He's just a dude.
Yeah, he just hit me with a fucking chair. Fuck the other guy. Right. I'll take the attack opportunity. I don't give a shit.
The attack of opportunity comes in. It's a natural 20. Oh my God, you can't make up stories like this.
Oh no.
He hit me with a chair!
This guy just hit Cedric last round for 6. This round he hits you for 7.
I'm at 0.
You're down. Fuck.
And you fall unconscious. The spearman, the guy with the knife does follow Riven into the corner. And he's like, I got you now, elven freak. And he tries to stab you with a 9 to hit. Cedric, you see Elijah go down. He's unconscious.
I get angry. And I
You're not
attack
gonna like
this
me when
guy
I'm angry.
for an 18.
Beautiful
Dude,
blow.
okay, you're here, but stop attacking the 15 AC, dude.
Well, he doesn't have 15 AC right now. Because his shield is on the other end. 9.
Oh! Almost dead. You break through that armor on his body. You rip up that leather with those spikes on your mace, those flanges on your mace. The guy's chest begins to cave in. He breathes heavily as Zephyr takes a turn.
Can I, so I know we're kind of doing weird positioning, can I take a step back like this so that I'm
so they're both in front of you?
Facing both of the, pretty much, and then I'm going to attack the guy who is lower AC.
Yeah,
absolutely. I will, a 10. -1 though, because I'm chanting.
Dude, we need a lot of good damage right now.
Well, he missed, so.
I could have taken that damage, but it would have been dishonest damage.
How is this harder than the fucking level 5 knight? What the fuck?
It shouldn't be.
All right, we're all right.
Dice.
It's not over.
Not over right now.
I didn't hear no bell.
All right.
All the 15 HP guys are almost dead. We're gone.
This guy who had a chair drops the chair. He picks up Elijah's rapier.
Okay, that's good for me.
And he's going to come on over.
He's got a minus. He's looking at a -2 with a rapier, Neil, this guy.
It's similar to a short sword. I'm going to only give him a -1. Because he should have a fighter crossover proficiency a little bit.
Doesn't he use a spear?
He uses a spear and a short sword.
A slashing weapon?
Okay.
No, a short sword's a thrusting weapon.
Okay.
Yeah. And he will use this rapier at -1 to try and get our cleric friend.
You know what else is a thrusting weapon?
4 is a miss.
Okay.
Oops, that was him. The guy upstairs comes back down. Give him another morale check. Is he ready to re-engage? He's almost dead, and his buddies have this. Maybe he'll just sit this out from the staircase, but he's got a spear. Riven.
Come on, Nick.
Okay, I'm in my corner, yeah? Is there maybe even a table that's blocking me from one direction, perhaps? No, never mind. Will you consider that, Neil? I will move my hands about erratically and shout into the room. You'll never take the elven forest, you Varasi bootlicking scum! And cast taunt on all of the humans.
All the humans?
Yeah. Well, they're all of the Barassi soldiers.
Shit.
All the
Senator
humans.
goes over there and smacks him.
It says a single type of creature, so I don't know.
Yeah, but aren't we also humans?
Yeah,
Not
everyone's a human in this room except for Zephyr.
Really though, it says creatures, it doesn't say. Because I'm taunting the Barassi soldiers, you know. I guess I won't
If the
do
caster
this
taunts a
it's
mixed
gonna
group, he must choose the
affect
type of creature
Cedric.
to be affected.
Yeah, but it doesn't say mixed by race; it just says mixed.
This is
I think that's pretty fair.
I think
I'm
it's
gonna be honest.
very clear that it's a species target,
Oh, okay.
right?
Makes it a lot less good, though, doesn't it?
Well, when we're fighting humans
Yeah, it
Or
makes it shit
half-elves.
against humans. That's true.
or half elves, but against the elves.
Well, is there
we're
other
great.
spells where it always specifies that these have to be enemy creatures versus
Well, it's made up. The
Allies,
spell's made up by Neil,
friendly?
so
Yeah. Oh,
Kind of
true.
a bit.
I feel like that's not how I read it, Neil. But if that's what you want to say, how it works, it's like a racial thing. Then okay.
Promise it's not a
Oh
racial
shit!
thing,
You
dude.
just put him in a corner.
I didn't mean to
It's
like.
definitely not a racial thing. He's not
shit.
doing this because you're British, Nick. Come on.
This is a 2E default spell
Oh, is it?
that's been updated a little bit, just a smidge. Yeah. Oh, this is actually just verbatim. Wait. If the caster taunts a mixed group, he must choose the type of creature to be affected. Oh, yeah. No, it's specifically which type. Yeah.
No, but then read a separation of caster from the victim by an impenetrable bar. That's something else.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, no, because it's a wide AoE. It targets just a type of creature. So, yeah. Sorry, dude.
When it says creatures commanded by a strong leader, like let's say there was a strong human leader here, but he was on the side of the Varassi soldiers, would the non-Varassi soldiers get the bonus?
Wait, what?
At the end of the spell says creatures commanded by a strong leader might gain a saving throw bonus.
Yeah.
So let's say you cast it. There's a fight between two groups of humans,
Yeah.
one of which has a strong leader.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got
Do
18
all of the
charisma.
humans get
I
the
feel like
bonus?
that
No,
counts as
only
a
those
strong
with
leader.
the leader get the bonus.
So
feel like-
in this case, Zephyr would get Cedric would get the bonus.
Yes.
Of plus, would it be plus 4 with 18 charisma?
Cedric and Elijah would both get the bonus, and it would be based
Elijah's
on...
knocked down,
Yeah.
That's true. Elijah's knocked down.
so it's
The
only Cedric.
bonus would be based on the...
Would it be based on my level or my charisma and level?
It's
just my charisma?
It would be a +4 bonus because you've got 18 charisma, and the bonus is from 1 to 4, and you've got max charisma. So it would give Cedric a +4 on his saving throw
And the saving throw is what, spell or
spell.
what's your saving throw as a spell, Moot?
Let me calculate that. I gotta put the number there. 15. So
It's not worth it. It's not worth it. You're half of the damage, right? If you're trying to attack me, it's only Zephyr doing damage.
yeah,
We need you to fight them, so
We also need you to fight them because we just need attacks to go out.
yeah. Do I do shocking grasp here?
Stop trying to
On
save
this
spell
guy.
slots. Just you get it back every 2 hours.
No,
Get
it's,
them.
it's better. It's better against a high AC target, but yeah, I'm gonna cast shock and grasp meal.
Excellent.
Sorry about that. I wasted a turn there.
Nah, you're good.
It's okay. It's not like anyone's like dying or anything.
Yeah.
well,
It's
you're
just,
0. You're actually golden. You're a
It's
golden
at AC
goose.
10,
I'm
right?
good to go.
AC 10.
Also, this
I'm
is
just
a
taking a
learning
little
battle,
nap.
right? We're exploring the
I'm old.
possibilities of
I just need to
how
take a
spells
nap sometimes.
You cast
My
shocking...
spell fizzles, Neil.
No, it lasts for a number of rounds equal to your level
Okay.
or until discharged.
Okay.
So you can make a unarmed attack next round.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right, this guy over here next to Cedric turns to Cedric. He got you last round. He brought down Elijah the following round. Now it's a 3. It's a wild
kind of
miss.
the goat.
He's got nothing, but against
He's not the goat.
Zephyr over here, we got 2 Varassi soldiers. One of them with the chair, who's kind of like trying to get you, and the other with a spear, a one-handed spear. They both attack. Chair guy rolls a 9, -1 is an 8. Spear guy rolls an 8, -1 is a 7. Elijah does not bleed. And the guy against Riven goes to attack you with a dagger again. 18 to hit. Does not crit because you've got high AC from your shield spell, but it will hit you for D3 points of damage, which is another 3. And yet your HP is so high, I don't think you really notice yet. Maybe you're starting to notice. Cedric, it's your turn. One
Are you
wounded
ready
guy
for
in
this,
armor.
Koibu?
Come on, mate.
I think he's gonna fuck off. So can I turn or no?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay,
That's
I
not
turn a
back
little
attack.
bit, and I'm gonna hit the 10 AC guy.
Mm-hmm.
With a miss.
Zeph.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Big Zeph.
Big Z coming at you with a fat attack. It's a 4, baby.
Oh my God, guys.
Not
Yes.
good. This guy over here with the rapier against Cedric. It's a 7 to hit after penalties. No good. Down over here in the... ooh, this guy's the one who's on the staircase. No, it's looking pretty good. He calls out to his friend with the chair and throws him, like underhands the spear towards, like behind the guy with the chair. Roll to see if he can get anywhere near him. A 3 is not very good. The guy will have to take an opportunity attack to grab the spear, but this leaves this guy unarmed, but, you know, still safe and giving his friends backup weapons. Riven.
Try and hit with the shocking grasp.
Go for it.
Fuck.
Bad rolls today, everybody. Bad rolls. One more attack
rolls.
against Cedric is a 5. Guy against Zephyr is a 5 down to a 4. Other guy is going to have to take an opportunity attack to grab that spear. He doesn't want to take an opportunity attack. He's got no armor. So instead, he's going to withdraw as an action and then change weapons. So now he has a proper weapon. Not taking that opportunity attack. Elijah. Nope. Person against... Wow, Riven, you're not doing so great over here. He's going to take a stab.
Yeah,
it's
Riven.
a 5 again. We need to change our dice. Cedric.
Here you go. I'm gonna attack the 10 AC guy. For 10.
You hit.
For 8.
Nice.
There we
strength.
go.
18 strength is so nice on the damage.
Almost killing him. At least half HP. Zephyr.
Okay.
Big Z coming at you again with the fattest attack ever. Although, wait, actually, before I attack, can I do a chant and do a withdraw action?
Yes.
So, in theory, could I do a chant and withdraw over to be beside Cedric?
Yes.
However, this would leave Riven.
I'm all right.
Riven's
I'm all right. I'm
backed
not
into
going to die.
a
I've, still
corner.
got, I've got 15 HP. I'm fine.
Okay. I'm going to start chanting Rage.
Ooh. Put it
And
in
I'm going
chat
to
for us.
withdraw to be beside... I don't know if it's on my... Let me check. Is it on my character sheet?
I think
Yes. So
I
there's
think
the
I was a
chant
good
Rage.
boy.
Adjacent allies get +1 to hit on melee.
Nice.
So I'm going to withdraw to be beside Cedric. So he's got +1 to attack, and he's giving me +1 AC, I believe.
Yes.
Nice.
So
Two-
now
two
we're
brothers.
fucking battle brothers.
All right, Spearman over here. This is one of the guys with who's picked up the rapier. He goes to get Cedric. It's a 2, no good. This guy's just chilling. Riven, your spell has worn off.
Hey.
You've got no MP.
Yeah. Attack with my sword.
Bro, can you even
Riven,
roll?
get over here.
12 against Cedric. No good. This person is going to... Riven's kind of stuck in the corner. We're just going to come on over here and make a little fighting formation over here. And we go after Zephyr with a 17. No more penalties.
Nope,
Wait, I have
she's
+1.
got a
Plus one
+1
AC.
because I'm still singing my song.
Oh, miss.
That's at 18 AC.
Guy who picked up the spear is going to come on in and join the full battle now. He comes on over into the middle of the room where Cedric and Zephyr are having a fight. He goes to Zephyr's side. 17 again on the die roll. Woo. Actually, it's a +1 for flank attack, which
Holy.
Yeah.
makes it an
He's on
18,
my
which does
shield
hit.
side.
But can he flank, or are they
Yeah, he
like
can flank.
backed into a corner and there's
They're in the middle of the
there's
room-ish.
tables?
2 damage to Zephyr.
Okay.
Elijah's still there, just chilling. Person against Riven in the corner. Now, this guy, he's been going at you with this little knife for a little while, and he keeps getting blows on you, and you
This
keep
guy's a
not
fucking
hitting.
incel.
You said you're getting killed by an incel. Don't.
I'm not getting killed. I've got more health than anyone in this fight.
Well, he's going to take that little knife. And he's going to bring it overhand. And he's going to bring it down into your shoulder with a 9. Cedric.
Yeah, well, good luck.
I thought you said 9 HP. I was like, natural 1.
Guys,
Saving throw
stop
versus death.
rolling like
What the
dickheads.
Another natural 1.
That's a plus
11.
1.
That's a 1 in 400 right there.
Not good.
Cedric.
We're fine.
My man. You got this mace. A mace that you made yourself. And you've been beating the shit out of these guys with it. But, you know, everyone has bad days. Everyone has fumbles, and this is not a good one. You go to hit this person, and you smash his shield at just the wrong angle. Like, the head of the mace goes past the corner of that triangle, and you actually end up impaling your hand on the pointy bit. It opens your hand, the mace tumbles and falls and, like, rolls behind the guy, leaving you disarmed with your mace, like, out of reach.
No, that's fucked.
Zephyr.
Jesus. Can I attack the guy on my left, the 10 AC guy without it provoking? Yeah, I attack him. Big rolls.
There
11.
you go. 11's good enough.
9 damage.
Nice.
There you go. He's
they're all
weak.
fucking 2 hitters, these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to make sure, Zephyr, your +1 comes from your magic sword, right? Yeah. Okay.
Guy on the top with the rapier fighting at a -1 to hit. Rolls a 15, becomes a 14, goes back up to a 15 because of the flanking. I think that's
Shield. No, the AC chant gives him 16 armor.
No,
What are you
it
talking
only
about?
gives allies.
That's
Yeah, it only
allies.
works on his allies.
Yeah. That will hit then. D8 with the rapier, I believe, is a 1.
D6.
How much?
It's a 1.
1.
Oh, actually, it is a D6. Should I re-roll it?
Well,
No,
don't re-roll that.
It's fine.
Okay, it's still within
range.
the
It's
1 to
within the
6 range. Okay, yeah.
It's within the range, yeah.
Sorry.
Monka S.
Riven.
Can you kill him, Nick?
Roll above a 10 this time. Nope.
Dude,
What is the
that's
point?
like
I don't
6
know.
rolls in a row that have been a 6 or below.
Add those
Yeah.
to the calculator.
Have you guys seen the math of Nick's rolls that have popped up recently?
It's insane.
It's crazy, man.
It's bad.
Wow.
I don't even know how. Like, at this point, I feel like genuinely something might be wrong with roll 20.
Can I go get a dice to roll on my desk? I'll point my camera at it. Like, I just want a real dice.
I don't trust this big tech company.
Okay, these 3 fighters over here have all missed as well. It's a long, drawn-out fight where no one can get any advantages here. Luckily, Elijah's not bleeding each and every round. The Spearman against Riven in the corner, also below a 10. I'm changing dice, going to the 3rd D20 to try and make this battle
please.
move.
We need to get some kills
Cedric.
here, boys. Come on.
Here you go.
Miss.
I'm
Against
going
2.
for the 10 guy.
10 guy.
It's a miss.
Zephyr?
Also, I would just like to say I would have been rolling with my hammer because I can't use my mace, as we had said. So I kind of give up the mace. I kind of just let it go rather than spending the round pulling it out. And I'll just draw my hammer from my side, and then I would be rolling with that.
You have a backup hammer. Cool.
I have a hammer, yep.
Okay. Zephyr, it is your turn.
Come on, Zephyr, please. Please kill someone.
Oh my god. All right. Unfortunately, their leader is dead. The one person who could talk you guys out of this battle is Deadsies. The man with the stolen rapier finally has the bright idea. What if I get off his flank? What if I take some time to maneuver to his backside? My god. It's incredible. And he rolls to hit
Genius.
with a 4, which goes up to a 6. And the guy in the doorway on the staircase, by now he's recovered his guts. Okay, this is ridiculous. The fight is clearly going to go the right way. He starts rummaging around for something, anything to use as like a long-range weapon. And you know what? These guys are hanging out here. They left their armor and weapons around. Like, this is their makeshift rest stop. So he goes in the background of the battle, finds a couple of deposited spears, and he's gonna join the fray. He gets a spear now. Oh, he does have armor.
Neil's helping us out here. He's got. Wait, is he throwing it in the fight?
No, he's not going to throw it in the fight. He's not that dumb. But he will wade back into the battle. He's going to stand right at the edge, like right outside of reach, with a ready to attack if Cedric tries to move towards him. You know, just, I don't want to die, but I'm going to help, and if you come towards me, I'm going to get you.
Okay, we're turning it on this round, boys. I'm going to kill this guy now with a 20. You ready?
Believe. What the fuck is going on? How many attacks have we hit this entire combat?
I don't know, but
Nick
I'm
was
just
a fucking minion. If Nick was a minion that Koibu was rolling for, I'd be like, that's fucking bullshit, man.
Yeah.
Like, but crazy.
I'm changing up dice to in-game dice because these rolls need to modify. This guy here, the one with the spear, fighting Cedric. There we go. That's a hit. That's a hit for 2 points of damage.
It's over.
I am down.
Oh, fuck. The party is going down. This one here in front of Zephyr.
What's TPKing?
Guys?
In-game dice. It's only a 4. In-game dice. In-game dice. Guy over here. In-game dice. Neil, don't forget it this time. 1d20 against Zephyr is a miss. Cedric is unconscious.
Wait, can't Zephyr bring Cedric up with her magic?
It takes 10 minutes.
Or does it takes 10 minutes?
Yeah, hers takes 10 minutes, yeah.
This one over here against Riven. No, in-game dice, Neil. That one doesn't count. 1d20.
Neil.
12 is no good. Zephyr, you're surrounded.
This
This was supposed to be a cakewalk.
slash at this guy again to my south. And I start chanting peace. I chant peace, the -1. I meant to say that.
Okay.
They're
we're
going to get 4
shifting.
attacks on me, dude. Statistically, I'm dead.
You're surrounded.
You're dead. This is it. Yeah, we're fucked.
Excellent.
I'm praying to Malchus. Fucking help me out, bro.
Ace.
Fucking...
Do Sex Machina
This was a
time.
surprise attack. You guys launched it. Maybe if this had been a prepared battle, they would accept your surrender. But, you know, when ambushed like that, no one's going to let you go, okay? No one's going to let you go.
This is to the death.
This is it. We're bringing out the brass die here. A 12 plus 2 for back attack is a 14. Is no good. He's just chilling on the side. Riven who can't roll above a 6.
Wow.
Does it.
Yeah, 2
Fucking
damage this time.
Kill him.
Almost. This one rolled low on HP. You've been fighting a 3 HP person this entire time.
Wait, no, I did 1 damage to him before.
Then it must be like a 5 HP person or something. I'm not looking at the math. Okay. I'm just looking at the bar. You almost got him. Yeah. This guy's coming over here, stepping over Cedric's body, getting the full surround on Zephyr. 9. You're chanting pieces. An 8. It's no good. This person in front of you looks at you, Zephyr, and says, I don't know what the fuck your problem is or what you think you're doing, but you picked a wrong day to mess with us. And tries to get you with the 4.
Get here, Neil?
I need to go back to
do something!
I'm trying!
Where are the slimes, Neil?
Stop taking attacks of opportunity! Guy on the bottom side who got the volunteer spear, a 3. It's not going well. Riven. 12. No. Cedric unconscious. Zephyr. Fully surrounded.
Come on, please. Just please get a kill. Please.
I say...
We can actually turn this around if we can roll some hits.
We'll never fucking acquiesce to the Varathi Empire. And I roll a 9!
What a fucked up day.
How would it be this bad? Is there a +1 in there, Neil, for something?
There's something.
No, he's giving out a -1.
I'm at a -1.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Bro.
We had this.
You had them by surprise. Only 3 of them had weapons and armor. What happened?
The dice, brother. I'm never going to Vegas.
You're prime now. I don't know. I mean,
is it my go, or have they got another attack?
No, it's the spearman behind Zephyr, who has just rolled another 15, which is not good enough, including back attack and everything. Riven, in your little corner.
Yes, die.
You did it!
That's fine.
Oh, I thought you rolled a nat 1 to hit, and I started laughing.
Okay.
Okay.
We did it. He's dead.
I didn't hear no bell.
Okay.
Nick's just
Do you have any
tearing
movement,
up.
Nick?
He's
No. It's not a big room. You can
Yeah.
Please
No, I think
give me a
I think I come here. Neil, can I like?
You don't want to be beside me.
No, well, I kind of just want to draw some attacks away from you.
No, you just you want to be behind this guy to give me +1. That's what I'm
No,
saying.
that's not how it works. That's not how it works in 2E.
Yeah, that's only if I.
No?
No,
Yeah,
Jimmy,
can I use-
It's not about your relative positioning to your allies in 2E. In 5E,
It's your
you got to be
position to your
across.
enemy.
In 2E, it's just individual characters. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
This is a kind of argument that only comes out in the face of a TPK, Neil. But can I like? They're all kind of like surrounding Zephyr. I know I've already used my attack, but can I kind of like just like bull rush
That's a
Then,
whole
like-
extra action.
on a line like this? No, I can't just use my movement to run through them and pretend they're not there.
No,
You could
unfortunately
hold
not.
to do a charge attack next turn, I guess.
No, I think I need to potentially. I come like here, Neil, and I want to make as much noise as I can. I'm trying to draw their attention.
Okay.
You know, I know I can't attack them, but I feign attacks against them to try and draw some attacks onto me.
Sure. Well, this guy over here is going to attack Zephyr because that's what he's got going on. It's a 17 +1 for flanking is an 18 -1 for chant is a 17. It's all a hit together. He'll do 4 damage with his spear.
Wait, no. You're meant to be rolling on the game.
Oh, but I picked up a die. You know, the dies that happen.
But before you rolled and
now
said,
let him fucking roll where you'd like.
It's what did I say? 4 points of damage.
Yeah.
I'm on 1
okay.
HP.
We can do this, dude.
The person in front of Zephyr goes for the stab. Another 5.
Can I argue? He's standing on my fucking body.
No,
we
no,
fight
not
on
a bit
bodies all the
awkward?
time.
Let
One
the
body's
dice
fine.
choose.
2
That's fine.
bodies is where we start adding penalties.
That's fair.
This guy with the makeshift spear. Zephyr's so close to dead. Riven, completely unarmored.
You can turn this around, Nick.
yeah.
Potato.
It's all you, baby.
Nick's about to start rolling 20s.
We're staying on Zephyr.
Yeah.
13 is no good. Zephyr.
Come on. Jesus Christ, dude. What the fuck are you
Wait,
doing?
I'm
Zephyr's
still
attacks
Let
are
me roll- let me-
constipated.
Are you rolling
Refresh.
tens?
I need to stop. I need to stop touching.
You just need to
I'm
let the
just gonna
seed
type it.
happen, man.
I'm gonna type
You
it.
just fucked the seed, man.
I just fucked the seed. Hold on.
You actually fucked the seed. You were due.
Oh my god!
Well, we're
Okay,
cleaning
all right.
the slate, okay?
We're cleaning the slate. Clean the
We're getting
slate.
the bad
just
numbers
fucking-
out.
I'm
We're getting the bad
struggling with
numbers
this.
out.
I see you in that 20.
Oh, it's the back attack guy.
Back attack guy.
It's over, guys. 3.
No.
Oh, next campaign.
Another
Don't.
3.
Okay, it's not over.
Riven.
me.
Riven.
Okay, this guy here, yeah? Does he want his
Are you
opportunity
in
attack?
this-
I
Okay, there you go.
yeah.
Because
I circle around behind
Just
this guy.
a reminder, we were given potions last episode
Wait,
by the lady.
wait.
I don't know
Who's
who
got the
has
potions?
them.
Who's got
They
the
might
potion,
be-
guys?
I don't have the potions.
I don't have
And
the
you also have a
potion.
lot of HP, so
Yeah, so Zephyr has a. If Zephyr has a potion, she needs to drink it.
She's the leader.
Are those not on your character sheet, Nick?
We would have totally
Nope.
given it.
can we do the
I do
potions
think we
maybe
would've-
another time since Zephyr wasn't
Well,
there
you might
to
need to
receive
drink
them?
it. Okay, all right.
I don't
yeah.
have a potion.
There you
I'm
go, all right.
fucking. I didn't hear no bell. I'm 1 HP and I'm going
Shit, yeah.
down
So it
fighting.
was the old woman that gave us the potions.
Yeah.
Wait, do you not have them?
I do
Another
not have
magic.
a potion.
I'm pretty sure I don't have
Does Elijah have them?
I'm pretty sure I don't. Hold on.
Oh my god. They're so not relevant right now.
Okay.
How is potions of healing not relevant?
Because you're not going to drink one because you're still above half HP and you don't want to lose your
No,
action economy.
But Zephyr could have been given them.
But Zephyr-
But
is what I
Zephyr
was
at no
arguing.
point was given a healing potion. You guys showed
I
up and
totally
were
agree with you.
immediately talking with
Yeah,
Zephyr.
no,
guys
that's why I was
fucking
asking for
hoarded
people
those
No,
to
potions.
check their
I
sheets.
appreciate
Yeah.
that, but I also just don't want to lose the potions.
Well,
Yeah,
we can
well-
figure out the potions if Zephyr doesn't have them now.
If you
later.
survive this combat, we'll figure out the potions.
100%.
But Zephyr
Okay.
definitely doesn't have them, and you're not using
Yeah.
them right now.
I back attack this fella.
Do it.
Yes, Neil, this one here.
I see
There's
what you're
no
doing.
way I can. There is no way I can.
Don't
miss.
say that. Why would you say that?
Why the fuck
Why
would
would
you
you-
speak?
Wait, is there another? Can we get another +1 in there? For high ground, Neil.
I don't even know
I'm on
how you got
table.
+4. It should be +2 for back,
Back attack. Oh, let me reroll. Actually, that's fair.
No, don't
No.
fuck your seed.
No, it's not fucking the seeds. It's rolling the dice
You're
properly.
not re-rolling the dice.
It's a hit, Neil.
No,
that
it's still
would've
only
been
plus
So the
2.
plus 4.
All right, that's good. That was a good roll to get out of there. All right, keep
There
going.
you go. Yeah, I knew what I was doing.
All right. There's 3 spearmen before Zephyr goes. The one that's facing you is going to do this like step and turn. So like you're more in his front and he's behind Zephyr. And then he's going to try and stab you with this.
Okay.
It's a 6.
That's no good.
All right. This one over here on the far side of Zephyr just goes for a Zephyr stab. Natural 1. Saving throw versus death is a 20.
Right.
Which we could have used as a regular attack roll.
These low-level fights, dude.
And this
Good roll to get out of the
guy
way,
in the
lads.
front, all he needs is a natural 18, and he can do it. He can do it.
Wait, did we skip Zephyr's turn?
No.
Wait,
I don't think so. No, yeah.
what's going on?
14 minus 1 is a 13. Zephyr.
Come
Okay.
on.
That
I'm
height-
manually rolling. What is
Who are
my
you
to
attacking?
hit?
Who are you attacking?
Plus
Who are you attacking?
1. So I
He's
can't
gotta
attack the guy
attack-
behind me.
Right.
Or
You can
you
only
could-
attack
you could-
these two without
But you could
provoking.
turn.
If he turns,
But
he
you're- no.
provokes from this person.
You're
He's
due.
fucked.
You're
Not-
due.
No. Yeah, if he turns to fight this guy, yes.
You're
But
due.
he could turn so he keeps his... so he doesn't give his back to any of these 3.
These are the only 2 that he can attack without provoking attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
I'm
were
gonna attack
due.
the guy to my north. Okay, fucking.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have gambled.
it's 15.
He's due. I
Are
mean,
you-
Never gonna hit it.
Listen,
And you're
18.
He's
Kill him!
3 damage. Kill him.
that is
please
exactly
kill
his
him.
HP.
Please do. Yes.
Told you
We
he's
will
due.
never surrender. I yell.
motherfuckers!
The one behind you, Zephyr, you've just killed his friend. And now he's going to make you pay in an installment program that's 0% down for the first 6 months. Riven, please take your turn.
It's my go. Okay, this guy's facing me now.
Yeah,
Correct?
yeah.
Can I circle around him and attack the guy that's just attacked Zephyr instead? Why not? I can. I think I can.
I think yes. He can keep facing, he can try to turn to face you up until a certain point where, actually Zephyr's back is to him, so he can continue to face you. At no point will that give Zephyr an attack of opportunity because Zephyr's not
No,
facing
it
him
won't.
at all.
Yeah. But I get a back attack on this guy.
I mean, no, he'll probably turn to face you now.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
He turns to face, and then I attack the other guy with low HP.
Yep. You turn to face. They're both facing you
tricked
now.
him. Okay.
There you go.
Okay, that's good. My bullshit worked. Boom! Okay,
No
wait,
good.
that's not the +2. Let me reroll.
No, it's fucking 7.
He's trying so hard.
But you have succeeded in pulling 2 attackers off of Zephyr.
Yeah. That's a big win.
This person who has been irrelevant and has just been ready to attack, I will roll back in to the initiative. Okay.
Oh, he's quick.
The one in front of Zephyr goes for a stab. It's a natural 2, modified 1. The one down here is going to stab Riven. It's a natural 10. I haven't been counting your shield spell duration because it usually doesn't
No,
matter, but this combat is taking forever.
It's 10 rounds. I say we call it 3 from here.
I think it's only been 7 rounds.
I don't know, if you weren't keeping track.
Why don't you roll me a
seems...
d4?
Okay.
3.
Okay. It's pretty good. That's pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
Did I already roll his attack?
That's from next round though, right?
You
2 more
have
rounds.
2 rounds left. Yeah.
Yeah,
From
2
next
rounds.
round.
Okay.
I don't think
so
I
it was
can
3.
take this kind of heartbreak fucking playing this game.
Come on. I don't know.
1 HP guy on the top with a spear.
Just throw the spear, Neil. Live a little.
No, that's a stupid fucking thing. He's gonna stand over.
What do you mean?
Not in the middle of combat. He's gonna keep
I'd
doing
throw a
this.
spear. I would throw
That's
a
how they
spear
used
here.
to catch gazelles and shit, no?
Yeah, but the gazelle
I'm
wasn't
t-
fighting next to their best friend. You know.
If we swapped here, I would throw the spear, guaranteed, because I'd be like, I'm gonna get the fucking kill.
Well,
And
then this guy's
boom.
a coward. Zephyr, it's your turn.
He's a coward.
Okay, wait. Let's think about your attack here. What do we do?
Can I step one tile to the south and then attack this guy
Yes.
without provoking any opportunities?
Yeah.
Or this guy, actually. This guy's in... Well,
You could do
Your
this,
physics,
and
did you
now
hear
you
that
have plus 2
insane
to hit
fart I
either of these
just
fuckers. Well, really only this
fucking-
top guy. I think this guy becomes...
That's an 11!
That's +2. That's an
Oh,
11.
it's a 10. No, it's a 10.
No,
It's a 10. It's a 10.
It's a
hits.
10.
No.
Still
A
hit.
10 is a hit.
Okay.
I think it's 11.
7 damage.
Yes.
Okay.
He's dead.
He's down.
Fuck
Please
yeah.
kill him.
Come on, bro.
That was
Should've
the
done
next
my
We are
person's
blessed.
turn.
to do
blessed
this.
by the gods!
Riven,
It's my attack.
It's your turn.
I'm finished.
Baby,
I
throw
gotta
it
kill this guy.
up.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh my god.
Dude.
Nick cannot roll, man.
No, please. Just
You
let
need
me
to-
roll a dice.
You need to
above a 10.
purge your RNG.
Starting to look pretty
You
bad,
need to
Koibu.
overcome your demons, Nick. Okay.
I
You need
can't.
to go into
They've
yourself.
been with me for so long. Okay, wait. I'm gonna have a moment inside my mind.
this is another
before the next
2.
turn.
This stuff is ridiculous. We're going back to in-game dice because they were actually working. This guy down here, back to Zephyr, front to Riven,
Wait,
1d20.
no, he's attacking me. Yeah, he's attacking me.
Kill Nick.
18. It's not a
17,
crit,
technically.
but it's just a hit for 6 damage. There we go. Just
Okay.
got to use the live dice. That's this guy, the one who rolled in with the 20. It's looking bad. His team is finally beginning to fall apart. He thought he had this, but he maybe doesn't.
Time to run.
So he's going to go,
Dude.
and he's going to YOLO into Riven. With a melee attack. He runs in. He comes for the flank. It's an 11. Is maybe a hit. I don't know if shield protects you from the flank.
Well, you know, I do one of these, Neil.
Very smart.
You know, it's a fucking classic move. He's not flanking me anymore.
I didn't know you could do that.
In front of the
Yeah.
wizard. Yeah, it's only in the front, but you did a pivot? You did a pivot. Okay.
I do a little
You
pivot.
pivot.
Yeah.
I mean, you pivoted.
That's fine.
Is that
Right.
legal?
What are you?
It's yeah.
That's legal. That's a
That's
legal
100%
move.
legal.
Once per round.
Can
Once
our
per
enemies
round.
do that?
They have been.
Yeah, they have been. they do it
Oh,
all the
okay.
time.
That explains a lot.
Yeah.
That's why we're
Zephyr,
losing the fight.
it's your
They do a little
turn.
pivoting.
Who are
Malchus.
you attacking?
Who are you attacking?
Got to my right.
Okay.
Okay.
I shout the name Malchus, hear me, and fucking just...
Come on. It's +2. Yes, that's it. He's dead.
That's
another
a
10?
+2 -1. That's a 10.
It's a hit.
5 damage.
Yes.
That's enough.
I say,
It goes
I
down.
am strong enough.
You're rolling so bad.
Riven.
It's my turn. I'm going to kill this 15 AC guy now. He dares. Is this Bartholomew?
No, Bartholomew's long dead.
He should have
He's
thrown
already
that
dead?
spear, man.
He's one of the 10
Ripper
AC
already.
guys, yeah.
Tell him, Nick.
Sake.
Tell him you should have thrown that spear.
You should have thrown that spear.
All right, this one on Zephyr. He's doing the same thing that they've been doing. He moves back over here so that Zephyr has to pivot to face him, so that Zephyr can't make any more of these silly attacks against other people. We're gonna roll he's gonna roll. He's gonna stab. It's another 4.
No good.
The one with 1 HP against Riven. He's gonna thrust. It's an 11.
Nope.
And Riven, this is the last attack against you with your AC. It's going to drop down to 10 on your next turn. Zephyr,
Yeah.
only one guy
I
available.
said, Malchus, hear me.
Come on.
I throw a 6 at him.
No.
Riven.
These rolls are ridiculous. But luckily, it all changes now. Oh.
Bro.
What is going on? It's actually pissing me off how
It's
fucking stupid this is.
ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Against
It's
Zephyr.
content, baby.
Against
There's
Riven.
something in the code. Like,
That
Oh, what's a hit?
is a crit.
Hold
No,
on, let me go
yeah.
ahead and
Yes.
I'm subscribing to Roll20 Premium right now, so I get better dice RNG.
Wait, okay, so what's the was it 2d6?
It's 2d6.
Okay.
come on.
10 points of damage. Riven's
What
at
the
negative 1
fuck?
HP. Zephyr.
Okay, I just subscribed to a yearly Roll20 subscription.
Can we bargain?
Listen.
Can we do Like,
No,
Zephyr could try and surrender.
I will say, if you surrender now, you won't die. And then I'm fucking...
dude! we actually died.
Does the tea guy come back and help us? He's like,
I
wait,
didn't
no,
get
she gave me
started on
tea.
I didn't get started on the anime intro yet.
killed him.
Neil, wait, there's one thing you've not considered. Where's Bethany?
Outside,
Where
not fighting.
is Bethany?
Outside. Well, is she not coming in? She's got a sword, hasn't she? Her best friend is dying in here.
She is
She's
not a
charmed.
fighter. She owns a boat.
She owns a boat, man.
Fuck if
Leave
we
her
die here,
alone.
right?
Why is she fucked?
I'm not a fighter.
She'll just say they made her do it.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, she
Don't
is
say
not a
that,
fighter.
That fucking
She's
cowardly fucking bitch.
Bethany should
she's
have
a
been here.
merchant.
Fuck her.
I have a
Come
million
on,
AC.
let's roll
We're
it out.
good.
You're good. You got a million AC.
Wait, what do we
This
do? here?
campaign's been cursed.
It's been
Is there a way to
cursed.
kill the other guy first? It's gonna take two hits to kill the guy in front of you. It's gonna take one hit to kill out the guy, and he's got a back attack you. So killing one of them here is like,
Yeah, but when you
Mega
attack
based.
any target that's not the one that Neil wants you to attack, he goes like, "Oh no, you miss my attack or some opportunity." So it's,
Opportunity.
that is
13
if you
from
roll,
the
if you roll,
front.
if you can roll a 20, you can kill him in one hit.
Nothing.
13 from the front,
say-
7 from the back. No hands
Malchus.
on you, Zephyr.
I'm so close to death that I'm screaming the name Malchus, and I'm like, you're not strong enough for him.
Come on, please.
He doesn't
with the
love
20.
you like he loves me. Can I turn this way, giving each my side to get an attack on this guy?
Absolutely.
Wait, no, I don't want to press that. I'm
Don't
typing.
press that. You type that.
1d20 plus 1, okay? 13.
There you go. Obvious hit.
no,
Are you
wait.
telling me you haven't been subscribed to Roll20 this entire time?
Wait, no, but is he not a 15 AC guy? Has he dropped a shield, this fella?
Oh, I thought he was a 10 AC. You're
Why did
absolutely
you-
right.
why did you say anything?
I didn't even notice.
He must have dropped his spear when he was like looking for a weapon. Neil. His
No,
shield.
thank you for being so honest, Nick. You've just...
You
Honesty
just
is
got
the
us
best
homework,
policy,
dude.
guys.
What the fuck?
Neil, can I get
Just
one
killed the
HP back?
campaign, dude.
Absolutely
I can't
not.
fucking believe it.
8 from the front.
I am Malchus's
15
chosen.
from the side.
No.
16,
No.
15. No, okay. I guess
I'm
there are no
chosen.
front. They're all sides. Yeah, 15's not good
Please.
enough. Zephyr.
Wait, I lose a HP. I'm on -2.
Yep.
I scream, Malchus chose me. This isn't where I die, and I swing an attack. A nat 20!
That was on the
Wait, was that against the full HP guy, right?
That was against the full HP guy. I'm
Wait,
taking
no,
turns.
careful
I'm
what-
swinging this
careful
way.
what
He's taking
Careful
it,
what
he's
you-
going,
careful.
I'm pretty
Careful
certain
what
you were
wish
attacking
for.
the guy on the right because he had less HP.
Yeah, no, just get the guaranteed kill. Just get the kill.
Boom, 14. I want this guy
Oh.
to erupt into viscera with a single blade strike.
You slash open his neck. It spews blood everywhere like you're in a Tarantino film. You turn back
Drenched in blood.
That's a good way to go.
to this other person. Both of you soaked in blood. You've been fighting for like 15 minutes now, exhausted from all the attacks, the thrusts.
Everyone else
the,
is dead.
The weight. You're both breathing
You're literally
heavily.
on one. Like,
He just has to touch me, and I'm dead.
we possibly cannot be closer to a TPK.
Just roll well. I mean,
I tell him, I will spare you, but Malchus will not.
What happened
Is
to
it Zephyr's roll?
Selma? He says as he squares off.
We killed her. I cut off her head with this blade.
He shakes his
Recognize
head.
it, and I flick it so the blood comes off, so it's easy to see that it's the +1 longsword from that fucking douchebag that we drowned.
Ooh, does he notice?
Come on, Neil.
Does he? No,
He's
his
intimidated.
intelligence is too low. He does not notice. He
He
just
took the blade from Sir. Wait, let me get his name. We took the blade from. Fuck, what was that guy's name?
Jemima.
Oh, Jemima Puddle Duck.
Jemima, and I cut her head off myself.
Jawara.
Jemima was a guy, but you know, still.
Jemima.
Jemima's a real name, okay?
She's my best aunt.
Okay.
He
wait,
rolls
Neil,
an
this does-
8
this does
against you. It's
justify
a miss.
a morale check on this fella here because
No, he's up.
He was.
She's almost fucking dead. This is his fight.
You gotta remember, It was 4. They had us surrounded.
You
5
had the
minutes ago.
advantage, and they beat the shit out of you.
Okay, well.
You're at
Who's gonna die
1.
now?
He's got this. All
yeah.
you've got to do is
Roll a
touch
20.
you, and he's got HP.
Come on, Zephyr,
I
please.
yell,
roll a 20.
chosen by the gods. Hi-ya! An 18.
But can you do enough?
There's
No.
4 damage.
Not enough.
It's just one more.
It's
We just
enough.
need one more turn, Potato. Come on.
Now, each of you are within 1-shot range. Now,
I'm
we
on
start to
-3.
get into the bit of the fear. But I don't know how much fear can play. There's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to hide.
Surrender or die.
You surrender or die. Oh, amazing morale check. This guy is in it to win it. He brings, oh my God, that rolled over from a 20 to a 2. It rested and then it tipped. Okay, it's a 1 modified. It's your turn, Zephyr. Not Elijah.
Come on.
Ready
Come on,
to take a
Zephyr.
point.
Malchus
Yeah.
has judged you wanting, and I fucking blast him with an 18.
But can you do enough?
an
Yes.
8.
Oh my god.
And it's the person who can heal left alive.
That is shocking. What in the actual fuck?
You know, there are some campaigns and some games that are won and made through like amazing natural 20s. And there are campaigns that are made through just shitty rolls forever. And this seems like it's one of them where no one can ever roll well except on HP.
Yeah.
As you look around, 20 minutes after the battle begun, fighting for your life, exhausted, just corpses everywhere. Everything is dead except for you, and you're almost dead. And you can see Riven leaking blood out of their neck.
I stabilize Riven.
Done.
I kneel over her and I say, "You fought very well." And then I check on the others to make sure they're stable.
You can bring
Right.
Riven to
Me.
1, and you can stabilize everybody else to 1d4.
And as I pause over each person and I say, "Malchus chose us for a reason. We're strong enough." And I fucking heal whoever needs to be healed.
Okay, I'm sorry. They all can be brought to 1. I slightly misread
Perfect.
We're all brought back. But that takes half an hour, does it?
it. 10 minutes per
Yeah.
HP. So
Wasn't there...
Was the
I don't
second
want to
guy
ruin the
ever come
campaign
back?
here, but... Yeah, wasn't there another guy?
he did come back. Yeah.
Didn't 2 go? And 1 came
And
back?
2 both came back.
They both.
Oh, they both did.
They
okay.
both did, yeah.
Hey, they're both here. They're both here.
Thank fuck for that. Holy shit.
Half
I'm
an hour
in
later.
disbelief as I wake up. So you wake me up first.
Yep.
What the? You're alive. What happened?
We killed them. We were strong enough.
You killed them.
We won. We did it.
It was
I
close,
crawl over
but
to the
we
others,
won.
check that they're okay.
No help from Bethany.
That bitch.
They've done their work. I look
This is
around
what-
the room.
I whispered, "This is what Malchus wanted. He wanted to test us to see if we were strong enough. Only the
Right.
strong survive in this world."
You fucking tested us, I'll tell you. I try this, Koibu, because I'm curious.
Yeah.
I tried a chant of protection. Yeah. I tried a chant of protection, gaining everybody 1 HP. When it fades, I assume that HP goes, right?
Correct.
Good enough.
Cedric, can you give me a hand with her body? I point out the window.
With whose?
I point at the hanging lady.
Yeah, I get up off my feet and walk with you.
I climb up Neil to the whatever she's hanging from, and will cut the body loose with my dagger and hope that Cedric can catch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll throw a strength check out there. Now I'm rolling well.
Easy peasy. Why don't we take a short break so I can get some water and go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
You bring the body down. The party's collected
Yeah.
together. Bethany and Lily. Lily's on the boat. Bethany was nearby, but she's not a fighter. She watches as the blood-soaked party comes out, takes the body down. She looks aghast at the violence and says nothing.
I think rather than clean up this house, we should leave them for the slimes and find somewhere else.
Yeah.
Unless we feel like we need their armor and weapons.
Could this armor be repurposed for the people of the village? Should we?
The leather
strip
armor
their-
could be, yeah.
Yeah,
Could
the
be.
leather armor. I mean, the shields are nice. We should bring all this home, but is Betsy gonna fucking bring us home?
Yeah.
Bethany. Yeah.
Bethany?
He calls
Yeah.
her Betsy.
I call her Betsy. We should probably
Betsy's short for
load
Elizabeth.
all this up and go home and come back.
We can't, it's night, right? We
It's
came here
nighttime, we should
purposely, so we
Take the
couldn't
time
leave.
to rest.
Neil, I do a quick scout around the town. The old woman was
By yourself?
interring the...
At 1 HP?
was... If the sun's already set, then no.
Yeah, the sun is
I
set.
think we should stay in here.
Or
and
is setting.
Okay.
bar the doors for the
Okay.
night.
Okay.
Speaking
The
of barring
place
the
with all the
doors for the
doors.
night, they did say that the slimy, oozy thingies were coming out during the night. Are we needing to take any particular precautions?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll line the bottom with torches. I mean, we're in the torch house, are we? Or if
Can
not,
we
the
go-
torch house is
can we
here.
go to... Let's go to the torch house as a group and collect all our torches.
Yeah.
Or we can just go and stay in the torch house. Let's go and stay in the torch house.
You can see that
That's away-
much of
that's
this
the other-
town
that's far
has
away
been
from the cave.
looted and rearranged, and like valuables have been collected, and
Ooh,
in what
good
is
for
in like
us.
the form of what could I take home and sell for your as quickly and easily as possible.
He did it
Um,
for us. Perfect.
So where is it all?
It's in this large
torch
house that
house.
you have labeled the torch house. Actually,
They knew.
Oh.
They knew it was a good house to put it in.
I knew it was a good house, yeah.
yeah. It's pretty simple, and a
Uh,
lot of the goods you know, there's not a ton of value in these things, but if you've got a whole boat of stuff to take, you might as well, right? Things that you probably would overlook, like, you know, here's a knife and a fork. You're not going to try and sell a knife and a fork anywhere. It's not going to be any value to you. But if you're going back to the main city and you've just got miscellaneous loot that you want to sell off to someone, why not? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can
We'll
light
take
some
whatever the boat can
torches.
hold, I suppose. When we have time, yeah.
You can take a rest.
I don't think our people have a lot of forks. Fucking we're
True.
fork poor and pig rich.
Yeah, we're full. Yeah, we keep watch though for the slimes.
Yes.
Okay.
So we'll do watches tonight.
Do we have
everyone
some
roll me a
time to
D20.
rest before night?
No, the sun is setting presently.
Okay, yeah,
What
but
was
do
the
I gain any
question?
magic power?
Well,
He wants a
everyone roll
D20 because we're keeping watches.
Yeah,
Gave you a 6.
I love
But
it.
I'm saying, Neil, do I recover any MP
Oh,
before my watch?
yeah, definitely. By the time your watch comes, you'll be at full MP. Elijah Evans.
That's me.
On your watch, you're woken up by Cedric, who's the person watching before you. It's your turn. What are you like when someone tells you that, like, you just got to stay awake for a few hours and keep an eye out for slimes?
If Elijah's good at anything, it's following orders. So, if he's told by the group that he needs to stay up and do this, he'll hate it and he'll not like it, but he'll just be there and do his sitting there and just doing his job. That's what he's good at.
That's his everyday right there.
Yep. But never excelling at it, never doing anything special, but just doing exactly what is necessary.
Okay, love it. Elijah, it's the middle of the night. You can see stars rotating overhead. You know, tonight is the night that Quantarius, the god of like exchange, sets in the sky. And as you're gazing out, Eris, god of tranquility, she's, showing up. She's going to be at the apex in 2 days, and you're probably thinking about that. That's just one of the things that's rotating through your head as you notice the ground outside begins to writhe and crawl and slime in your direction.
I immediately wake everyone up. Slimes, guys! Fuck! Oh god!
Not the slimes. Luckily for us, though, out of character, the slimes don't do damage. They just overwhelm your weight capacity, so we might as well be on full HP.
They do
From the
do
slimes'
damage.
perspective. They don't? Did they?
They do, yeah.
Did they?
We light some of the torches near the door, and we'll create like a barrier around us at the door.
Yep.
They didn't like the light, so
they stay away from the torchlight. No wanting to get anywhere near it. But
I check
Zephyr,
the windows and stuff, make sure they're not coming for the windows.
You can see what these people have been talking about. It's dark. You've got some elven vision. It's a couple days before the new moon, so there's not a lot of moonlight out, but it is kind of a clear night. And sure enough, there's these. It looks like dirt or mud that is like kind of watery and is just like crawling and like reaching out across the ground and pulling itself like a slug, like a flat slug, that just sort of is crawling across the stone outside.
I'm curious about this. How far away? Like, this looks so weird. I want to spend some time observing it.
Yeah.
Like, what does it do as I'm watching it? Like, what?
So if you are looking at the map, it's crawling this way, or at least that's when you were alerted to it. But it does this like turning thingy and starts to head towards the building that was a makeshift tavern that everyone fought and died in. And then it slugs its way into that building.
Can I follow it and investigate?
Absolutely.
They're
it
not
moves
very
very
fast,
slowly.
right? It's not gonna.
Yeah. I mean, as long as you're not trying to touch it, you feel like you could probably outrun it.
The guy said it's afraid of fire. I carry a couple of torches. Anyone want to come and see what it's doing?
I mean, it's just going to go eat the dead bodies.
Yeah, no, I don't want to particularly go near it.
Yeah, last time, I mean, they just writhe and go on dead bodies.
Yeah.
They're all in that
don't know
cave
if
over there, and we're going to go and investigate that tomorrow.
I understand that you want to go
it
see them,
yourself
that you're curious, but it's not worth it. It's just like moving mud, really.
I want to
Leads them
observe
down
it.
to the
I
boat.
observe it.
All right. Sure enough, it does go into that building. And it slimes right over the first body, and then it just chills and just sits on top of the first corpse it comes across for like 5 minutes, 10
Is it
minutes.
like pulsing? Is it like, or is it
Once
just?
it's over on top of the creature, there's like a little bit of movement and like a little bit of quivering, but it's if you weren't actively watching it, you would just think it was a muddy spot in a dark room.
Okay, so it's attracted by the dead. That could be useful. I'm thinking to myself, that could be useful if we're trying to get through their cave. We could use the bodies as like a distraction or something. I'm wondering if they're attracted by dead things specifically, or is it just foodstuffs? I observe it, like, so I keep observing it. After it's finished eating, what happens?
Well, unfortunately, as you're observing it, another one comes up the same path, and you're sort of put in an awkward situation where you can't really observe the one without losing sight of the other as it moves in your direction.
I took 2 torches. I'll stake one in the doorway, so that because it should fuck
yeah,
off,
you can
right?
mount it in the threshold.
Like, these things are afraid of fire. I'm good to go.
Yeah. You can watch the other one. It sort of moves in your direction, and you can just walk away from it, but it does seem to be like kind of coming slowly after you.
I pick up the second torch, and I toss the torch at the one outside. Like, I have one torch, and I toss one at the other one.
Yeah, the one outside sort of moves towards the torch and then like violently recoils away from it. And then sort of
Interesting.
Starts going off in this direction. And
Okay, I make my way into the torch house.
Yeah. All right, you lose sight of them. There's some slimes crawling around outside. It's dark. They are hard to see if you're not actively looking for them.
As Zephyr comes in, I'll say, did you satisfy your curiosity, Zephyr?
Absolutely. I mean, they seem to be more sluggish after they've eaten, and they're deathly afraid of fire, which will help us a lot if we're planning on going into that cave. I don't know why we would go into the cave. What did you hear was in the cave?
There is murals from long ago. We thought maybe it might be a clue.
Okay.
Also, there is a legend of some magical weapons buried somewhere on the island, although no one's ever found it. But this cave wasn't here before the Godfall, so maybe the weapons are in there.
Okay.
I was thinking if we could find some lantern oil and a bunch of torches through maybe clever use of the bodies and my taunt spell, maybe we could lure all the slimes into a bonfire.
Not a terrible idea. They seem really hell-bent on eating things, and I find them really unsettling.
Yeah, but they do fight though, even if you hold torches. Like, we were in that cave and we had torches and they were attacking us, so they're not so scared that they'll, just part ways for you.
Okay.
If we try and go into the cave, I think we'll have to fight.
Okay.
I like the cave the most. I'm gonna be honest. We were doing really well in there.
Until we ran out of torches.
I know, but we have a bag of 30 or 40 of them now, and we have an extra person.
I also
and
have
spells.
Wait.
Yeah.
Have I not told you guys about the fact that I have log of ever burning or whatever it's called?
Not yet.
What is that?
So I have log of ever burning. I'll put it in chat. I'll do my best spell reading voice. Wait, no, I should explain it in character as Elijah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically it's I can like take wood, and you guys still have to ignite it, but when we light it up, it's gonna burn for way longer than usual. It also gives off twice the amount of heat. It gets hotter, obviously.
Oh.
And if you want to make even like a campfire, for example, just a single log can make like a whole campfire.
Elijah, that's perfect. This will be amazing against these slimes.
Yep.
So not only does it burn for longer, it burns hotter as well.
Yep. I can only imbue one wooden object with it, but it's 4 MP, so I could technically make 2. Up to 1 cubic foot
for how
of
long?
wood per level of experience. The spell is effective on torches.
How long does it
how long
last?
does it last? Yeah.
1 hour per level.
Yes.
How many magic power can he get back if he rests for 2 hours?
4 MP.
2 hours
spell?
would give me 1 more cast of this.
Wait, so you can keep it going forever, right? You've got two spell slots.
It only lasts
You
1
can-
hour per level.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's level 2, so it lasts 2 hours.
Oh, yeah.
He could keep one going forever.
Yep.
Yeah. He's also got 2 castings, so he could like rotate them, right?
But I
To make
think
sure.
resting is different from venturing, right? Or does he
I
get-
could do it
said
if I was resting the entire time, I guess.
Yeah.
If I
Resting
was
or
just sitting there, I
sleeping.
could have a torch burning the entire time, yeah.
Well, not even a torch, like a bonfire, right? We could set up like bonfires to guard rooms from the slimes and like block them out forever.
If Elijah
it would
does
be good if we
nothing
could figure out
other
a-
than keep one burning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whilst we make copies of the murals or whatever.
Yeah.
That's
I think
what
it would
I'm
be
saying, like-
if we could figure out a way to permanently kill the slimes. That would be really good. Did you guys manage to kill any of them?
yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah.
killed some of them. Yeah, fire kills them.
Big time. Fire kills them.
We just basically use torches as weapons.
If
and
we
you
just
do
take 2
damage
of
to
those
them.
logs in there, then I think we'll be able to just kill them all. I mean,
Okay. Yeah,
They
I
kind
think
of like group up on top of each other, so you can wait for them all to gather and then throw the log of Everburn.
Elijah also has his spells too, like the big fire one.
Yeah.
and here's the thing. If we take a little bit of damage, we have a safe place we can retreat to where we just burn fire around here. Like, we could
I
take a
think
day or two and systematically clear out this cage,
Yeah.
unless there's like a way they're coming back.
We need like
think the
rations
best
and
way to
stuff,
do
but
it-
yeah.
I think the best way to do it would be if we just use torches, forget the log of Everburning, Elijah just uses his big AoE fire ability on them twice when they all group up and come.
Yep.
And then
That's
we
true.
retreat.
And then whether we retreat or we keep going, depending on how we're feeling, yeah.
We'll take it slow. But I
Okay.
think this is a...
One thing you should be aware of, Zephyr, is that the entrance into the cave, you have to get down and crawl on your stomach to get in.
Oh, I
So
don't like
it's-
that.
More
Oh, dude,
difficult to retreat. than
I
you might
also
think.
have create water, so I'm like an infinite resting machine, basically. Like I'm like
Yeah.
a portable inn almost.
Almost.
So I'll ask the party
Okay.
this. I'll say, but is it critical that we do this tonight? Should we head back?
No.
No.
Check on home. We could.
I think we should stay. I think we should do it while we're here.
Yeah, I think we should
take
stay a few days
to heal and then go.
Dude, I love the theme that Elijah is just like a logistics caster. Like,
well,
it fits really well.
My worry is a lot has been happening over the last few days. I don't know. I don't feel good about sitting here for days when the most important protectors of our home are away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We don't even have to sit here for days. We can just, we can slowly go in. Like tomorrow, we can go in with one healing spell from me, and we just take it easy. We take it slow. Elijah uses his fire spells. We leave.
Yep.
We rest. We come back. He does it again. We rest. We go the next day. We're gonna clear this cave out within two days max.
The big advantage that we have is we have infinite mobility over our enemies, right?
Yes.
So we can literally, like, we can almost basically, if we have enough time, we can.
Yes, except for getting out of the cave where you have to crawl.
Yeah.
To get out. So then you've got they maybe can crawl faster than that.
Yeah.
And secondly, like, optimum use of the fire spell will involve fighting for a little bit to like gather them up, right?
Yeah,
we want to almost put like Zephyr or Cedric blocking those entrances near the start, so that only two of them can attack, and they all start piling on top of each other. And then once they've all gathered up, Elijah comes in and just like does his flame spell on each set.
Yeah.
Have you guys observed them coming out of the cave? Do they come out one by one?
Oh, we saw one of them outside the cave.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, like, if there's a way we could thin their numbers, like, is it still nighttime?
Yeah, we got to go to bed still and then heal.
Do they attack and do damage? Was that a thing they did?
Yes.
I think they didn't, but Moot's saying
they do.
What did you recall them doing, Nick?
I recalled them attaching themselves and adding £30 to your encumbrance, and they
also burn you.
When you were heavily encumbered, you were going to get.
So they grab onto you and then just like cake onto you, slowly increasing your weight until you can't run away.
Yeah, that's what I remember. Yeah.
So if you get caught by them, it's hard to escape.
Yeah, there's no. This is a non-negotiable on going out tonight. We need to heal at least 1 days of HP.
Yeah. Right. No. I was just checking. Right. Well, yeah, that's no problem.
The sun will rise in the morning. Everyone fought yesterday, so no HP gain other than what Mooton can deliver people.
1d8 here for myself. Very good. 1d8 for Nick. 1d8 for Zephyr. And 1d8 for Elijah.
That's me.
All right, some decent rolls. Actually, dead average.
Some not so decent.
Oh.
Okay. Maybe then, if we're going to need a couple of days to heal up, maybe we should go back. It's only a couple of hours.
Oh, yeah, it is a couple of hours. Let's go home. Let's go deliver this shit, and let's come back when we're fully healed. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, it's not like a cave
These guys
is
are all
moving,
dead.
right?
No, the cave's not going anywhere, and nobody else is here, so...
All right. The party will return to Aknara in the morning.
Hold on. Do we have the key from the lady to open that chest inside the place here?
It was already taken. You already got all that loot.
Oh, we already got all that gold.
Yeah, it was on the boat. You guys took it. And you...
We're good.
Wait, that's what I want to say. Before we leave in the morning, she was interring the skeletons somewhere. Was she carrying them all the way back up to her temple, or did she have like a grave that she was making in the town somewhere?
She was collecting bodies, but you don't know where they went.
But I look around the town, like, is there like a mass grave somewhere? Is there somewhere where she's burying all these bones?
There's not. No. Most of the skeletons have been cleaned up, but it's not clear where they went. Like, maybe she hauled them off somewhere. Maybe she dumped them into the sea. Maybe she stored them in a basement. Like, you could spend time searching the town looking for where they are, but it's not apparent off the top of your head.
Is the body, like, what state is it in? Is it rotting?
Yeah. It's just been, hanging out.
I don't really know what to do. I don't feel like leaving it for the slimes.
Before we go, it would be good if we could do like an accounting of like how much armor do we get, how many spears do we get, how many kitchen forks do we get. Just
all right, plus 7 spears.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, we got a +7 spear. Very nice.
What? That's crazy.
7 spears. Got you.
Yeah, so we're
7
okay. Let me rephrase this, because you also got a bunch of gear from the people who you fought in Aknara. So we need a total of the last 2.
Yeah.
All the weapons gathered from all the combat, right? Like we want
we have to armor people.
Mm-hmm. But we want the spears and the armor and the shields from the battles that happened in Aknara. So
as well. Yeah.
And XP.
If you want, you can calculate that after the episode.
Yeah.
If you want to do it right now, I'm in.
Episode.
Yeah.
Let's go back and rest and get XP.
Say it, Nicky. Yes, sir.
And
you guys don't want to spend another
like
session at level 2? This was good enough?
No.
I would
like to try and bury the body of the woman somewhere in the town. I will ask Cedric to help me dig a hole.
You'll have to haul it up onto the
Cedric.
cliffside because the town's all rock. There's no place to bury it here. But you can haul it up to the cliff sides and...
Can I?
Yeah.
Can I? Well, can I go take it up to the temple and does that not take all day?
That'll take, 4 hours. Yeah, it'll take
be
like
honest,
4 or 5 hours to haul it to
Riven,
the temple
I'm not
back.
willing to go out there right now. I'm too injured.
Yeah, we could
just
wrap
go
her
home.
and take her home.
We can take her home.
Bury her at home. Bury her in our graveyard.
She wouldn't want to be buried on Nara.
Oh, fuck her. She's dead. I mean, who gives a shit? Am I right?
Hey,
I turn away from Cedric and I smile at Bethany and I say, Bethany, you'll help me, won't you?
Of course.
I smirk at Cedric.
Zephyr, what do you want to do with her? What do you just getting getting everyone's kind of vibe?
Well,
me and Bethany are going up to the temple, so you can't leave without us. She's sailing the boat.
Well,
my preference would be to bring her home on the boat. But I don't know.
Zephyr's got a
who
good
she
point.
is. I mean, a final resting place among. Sure, it's not her people, but we gave her somewhere safe in her death, and it was a much more dignified place to rest than to be left hanging in the wind.
That's true, Zephyr, but I'm going to give you something now that I've just recently remembered about that I'd forgotten about. I don't want you to be mad because you may have think that you wish I'd have given you this earlier, but don't think of it like that. But this woman, she gave me something really amazing that I think you should have, and that's enough reason for you to help her. And I will hand you a potion of blue liquid.
I'll look at it and say, what is it?
It's a healing potion.
I hand it back to you and say, I'm chosen by the gods. I don't need these.
I'll take it.
Well, will you help with that body, Cedric?
Yeah.
I'll keep you safe.
Okay, I hand Cedric one of them. Neil, there's 3, right?
that
It was totally 3. Should we check the
It was
recap?
4, but we can figure out another day. It's 1 healing potion.
I hand 1. If there's 4, I hand 1 to each of the party. If there's only 3, I don't give 1 to Zephyr. But if there's 4, I give the last one to Zephyr and I say, even if you won't drink it, Zephyr, it would just make me feel better if you had it.
Fine.
Okay.
I don't know how many we have. How many do I get one?
I think it's 4.
I think
Doesn't the person with the highest HP have it?
Oh.
Mm,
It doesn't work like that.
doesn't
right?
work like that, yeah.
Well, I'm not saying because it's percentage healing. I'm just saying because, like, they're the most likely
They'll
to
have
be
a better
missing.
chance to use it.
They're the most likely to be missing that much HP because, like, the ones with
Yeah.
smaller HP could be
Yeah.
like 2-shot, right? But
Mm.
because I was at 7 before I died the other fight. If I had the potion, I would have never drank it before I got knocked down.
Yeah. I mean, I'm at 9. I'll only drink it if I get to like 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Just says some potions of healing on the on the recap.
I think it was
Okay.
3.
All right,
Okay.
we'll keep 3 for now.
He's a good
Okay,
number.
so I've got 1. Elijah's got 1.
Yeah.
And
That's probably best.
Cedric's
1.
got 1. Yeah.
All right, I go and help you with the fucking burial.
Thank you. All right.
The
we
Martha
take her body
Cleric
up
is
to
not enthused by this.
We go and
The party
take her body up to the temple.
hauls this woman's corpse up the hill, across the plains to this cairn where there's like a little temple and it's like a little grave into it itself. It's where people collect and bury the dead of the area. Yeah, and you bury her here.
Yeah, and we bury her there. Good.
Yeah.
We don't get attacked by wild hogs on the way.
No.
Or
It's your
something.
mom.
Nice one. My mom's dead, okay? Bit of respect. Cedric, born into wealth, handsome, parents both alive, owns the most profitable business in the town. Stop punching down, Cedric, okay? You need to stop punching up.
I think you should punch down more.
We go on the boat and get the fuck out of here, I guess.
All right. You get back to
Bethany.
Aknara in the late afternoon. Let's just do a little bit of talking to our characters here, because Riven, you had a nice moment where you're like, let's put this woman where she deserves to be, where she would want to be. And you had to cajole and strong arm the party into doing the right thing here. What's it like for you being the person of like conscience who remembers that the objectives of your mission are just a part of the greater life and it's not, everything? What's it like being the only person who really remembers, or who's, maybe not traumatized enough to be forgetting about living the day?
Yeah, I think that's what it is, actually, because Riven's view is that everyone in the town in Aknara is nice and generous and sort of friendly and wanting to help each other. I think what's happened, kind of the pressures of what's happening, is kind of getting to everyone else. Obviously, Elijah is an outsider. Zephyr's got a lot of responsibility, so I understand that, and she's always been a bit crotchety. But I expect Cedric to be, I don't know,
more human.
People kind of think of Cedric as a bit of a hero around the town. He's big and strong, he's handsome, he's good with his words, he's rich, he's
reliable.
So I was a little bit disappointed. Yeah, reliable. So that's a bit sad. But Riven's really, it's been a long week or so, and I think actually they're just kind of reverting to their base characteristics in the face of overwhelming.
Is this like
stress, right?
Like
Plus, my mum just died.
Thing? Like these poor humans are so easily distracted.
Oh, yeah, maybe they're all obsessed with their own longevity, perhaps.
Because you're also pretty old, right? You've been around for 60 years. Cedric is also just a young guy. Is it a human thing? Is it the like he hasn't lived enough and so he's getting distracted by the urgent instead of the important?
Age doesn't necessarily bring wisdom. I think Elijah's maybe evidence of that. Not that he's not wise, but I wouldn't say he's particularly wise.
Yeah.
Also like thinking about it, Riven's just buried her own mother and then met this old lady who showed us kindness and helped us, and so I feel like it's only fair that I wouldn't have wanted my mother to be hanging from the dock or left to be eaten by slimes.
Yeah. Okay.
So it feels kind of base, and maybe it means more to Riven. I did have more conversation with her, and I have also just lost my mother. So
it's not a racial thing, it's not an age thing, it's just a personality and temperament thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Elijah, when this campaign started off, you didn't want to be involved in any heroics. And then you were dragged forcibly into some acts of heroics and did amazing. You wiped the floor with enemies. Everyone was overwhelmed with you. And in the last couple of fights, you've really not performed as well as your initial expectations. Is there any part of Elijah that's doubting that, like, maybe this isn't his destiny or what he's supposed to do? Maybe it was all a fluke and now he's just like a faker in the midst?
Well, this is actually a famous statistical bias, right? Is that I think it's called return to mean, or revert to mean or something, where after someone will have like an exceptional performance, right? They usually go back to normal, and then people will call that like a fall off, right? And there's a lot of like old training strategies that were bad that came because of that, because instructors would say like, oh, when I praise the people that do really well, they end up doing really poorly after. But what actually happened is just the average thing happened. They went from doing exceedingly well from going to average again, right? And the other way around is like, oh, when they do really badly, but I punish them, they do better again, but the only thing that happens is they went back to average, right?
Right.
So I think that's what's going on here, but I don't think Elijah knows that. I think what Elijah takes from this, I don't think he's the type of person to take credit when things go right and blame others when things go wrong, because that's what gets you ahead in the corporate world, baby. And I think at some point you internalize that. So I think he is more at the point of like, oh man, I've been held back by like all these circumstances, but I want to keep doing heroics. I want to get out there. I'm chosen by the gods. Like even this battle, he didn't do well, but we won. He kept to the right team, you know, he was with the right group. He didn't betray them, and he made that decision for himself, and he thinks that's him giving himself credit for continuing on the right path. So he's excited to go forward, and he wants to push further, I think. Okay. He wants to re-experience those moments, those highlights that he's had before, because that was maybe one of the only times in his life, not only that he felt alive, but that he felt like he was good at something, and that he felt like he was fighting for something.
You had a taste of the good stuff.
That's right.
And you're hungry for more.
Yes.
Nice. Now, Cedric, these other people are worrying about fucking bullshit. The woman's dead, and they're all fighting over whether or not she should be buried and where they should be buried, and they're not realizing that, like, bitch, there are bigger fish to fry. How do you deal with party members who can't see the forest for the trees, who are, like, caught in the old world that doesn't exist anymore? Like, you know, you've been touched by the gods. The fortress is here. Danger is coming, and these people are like, let's take a day to go bury this random woman whose name we don't remember. How do you manage with people who are lost or distracted like that?
He's just going to let them figure it out, because eventually they're going to go into the forest and they're going to get burned, and then they're going to come out and they're going to have his worldview of, I thought we were trying to get out of here to not waste time, but now we're trudging through the forest to go bury this dead lady. And, you know, Cedric, he's a poet. He gets the beauty, but he's starting to get the deeper meaning of, we got shit to do. And we don't have time to sit here and do poetry all the time anymore. You know, we're a bit more, we're a bit past that now, you know? We're called on by the gods, and we got to hunker down and do our warden shit.
Right. There's a saying, an old Japanese saying, like, it's better to be a gardener, a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. And you've been a gardener and a warrior, but like the war is afoot. It's time to stop gardening, right? It's time to deal with the things that are important.
Yeah, and I think you'll actually see and notice that Cedric does not go to poetry as much in the last few days.
Yeah, there was like one attempt at poetry before everything kicked off again. And then, yeah. Okay. Well, last minute.
On the point about gardening, I will take some time to make a flower arrangement at her grave as well, sorry.
Crazy.
Zephyr.
Slips.
You're the leader of all these people. The party is mostly doing what you tell them to do. And things have been really close in multiple times. There have been maybe 4 times in the last 2 weeks where everyone that you love almost died. Everyone that you care about almost died. And this last night, yesterday's battle, again, a near run thing. Only you were alive at the end of that one. And the whole battle, you were talking about, like, I'm blessed by Malchus, or I'm chosen by Malchus. Like, you were calling down the gods to reinforce your actions and your will. Are you finding yourself becoming more of a holy person, a religious person? Or what is how are you managing to deal with this, like, responsibility and these moments of, like, near death that keep hitting you over and over again? Like, how is that affecting your personality, your thoughts on the world?
So I think for Zephyr, what's been going on is it sort of goes back to a few of the experiences that Zephyr has had, that, like, she, you know, her mom had her for a reason, right? And this was something that her mom would talk to her about. It's like, listen, my hope for you one day is that you will lead our people and you know, lead them well and protect them. And Zephyr is, it's sort of there's a lot going on in Zephyr's head, right, to do with what does it mean to be a leader? Why was it Malchus that blessed her? Because Malchus winked at me, right? Or he he spoke to me essentially. And she's kind of thinking back on like, okay, what does this mean? And you take a religious person and a person with this mindset, and they start trying to find things to make the world make sense. And so calling upon Malchus in the middle of the battle was almost as much as something that she had to believe, because if she thought about the fact that she was about to die, she would have broken ran. So the only comfort and way that she could keep fighting was to believe that there was no way that she was going to die, that Malchus chose her because she's strong enough. And she's even starting to begin to think that she's not really the leader of these people, in the sense that she's something more. She's like the first brush with death really shook her to her core, but the constant brushes with death, it's sort of built in and almost like, okay, I'm chosen to do something. I am here for a reason. And so death is not as scary to her anymore. And in the sense that she just doesn't believe she's going to die. Like she's starting to believe that there's a greater purpose to her, right? To her life. That the gods have something planned, and that Malchus is looking down upon her. And the thing is, Malchus is the complete opposite of Esther, right? So he doesn't even have leadership, is just an alien concept. So she's just like, the only way I can protect my people is by being the most excellent, amazing, whatever it is that I am. And I need to figure out what I am, but I'm going to do that so well that they don't even need me to lead them, that the best people in our people will just rise up and do what needs to be done to keep everyone alive. Sort of a very weird lead by example. So there's a lot of theology wrapping around in her head, because her power does come from the gods, and she swore an oath to the gods to protect them. But in particular, she's leaning towards Malchus, where a sort of survival of the fittest mentality, not in a cruel sense, but in a chaotic sense, is like, when the flood comes, those who swim live.
Exactly. Yeah.
And she's swimming. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's kind of where her head's at right now.
Okay.
I don't know if that makes sense.
I think that makes sense to me. I think so. But I want to take some of these ideas and spin them back towards Cedric, because you too have been blessed with divine clerical power that you didn't ask for, you didn't necessarily want. Mostly usually when you're a cleric of Martha or Malchus or whatever, you kind of like have a relationship with that god, and it's like a two-way street. You do things for them, and in return you sort of get these enhanced abilities. That street doesn't really exist. You have these things, and you've never truly like worshipped Martha or tried or worked for them. And clearly Zephyr is finding some sort of relationship with Malchus through all this. But I get the impression that you're not really turning to the religious side of these things. You're not turning to like the god side. You're not like Martha pilled all of a sudden.
No, Cedric's having the opposite effect of, you know how in like the Greek mythology or whatever, how like Hercules would want to go fucking see his dad Zeus and meet him and blah blah blah, all that. That's kind of what Cedric is having, but like the beginning phases of it, he's just like who the fuck is this person who helped me be this great and ingratiate me with these powers? Like, what am I supposed to do with them? Why aren't you talking to me? You know, why am I just left here in the dust?
Got it.
Because he's under the impression that he was given them. It seems crazy that just being near a god can grant you something, right? So that's kind of where he's at with it.
Right, like they've done this intentionally, but they didn't tell you why, and they've just left you out to dry. Is this like how would you say it's like curiosity, confusion, anger, frustration? How would you describe
confusion?
This? Confusion.
He's not angry or anything. He's just confused and like, well, what the fuck are we supposed to be doing? Like, we're here to help the fortress, but I'm having to murder fucking Verasi soldiers.
Right?
You know. Where's my next? Yeah.
This is really a really interesting contrast to how Elijah thinks about it, because I think Elijah is like, obviously, yeah, this whole journey has been the gods like testing me and showing me that I've been wasting my life and need to turn my shit around. This is all obviously about me, right? Like, because from the guy dying on the boat, right, to like, oh no, like the gods are coming down now. And I think he thinks that you guys were probably either like just around or you're more like part of the plan and like actors to guide him somewhere. And he thinks this is all like a great plan to show him. It's like he's in a Christmas Carol, you know?
Yeah. Now that'll bring me back to Riven. Of all the gifts that people have been given, all the abilities and magic and stat changes that have been granted, your character has gotten maybe the least appropriate set of abilities for their disposition. Like, Riven's a soft, sweet person. And you're a half elf and you're like connected with nature. So maybe like high dexterity would make sense for you, or like healing and caring for people, or that personal connection. Maybe the high charisma would, but you got 18 con as like a skinny, short, like not particularly imposing body type person. And you've been given like an internal spell ability, but it's like lots of stuff and none of it's really like Elijah's got Log of Everburning and Create Water. And those feel like they should be your spells. What is going through your head? What?
I'm glad you noticed, Neil.
No, I noticed.
Yeah, it is it's a little bit strange, isn't it? I also think that 18 con is not so readily obvious either. Like, think about it. You're 18 strength, it's pretty obvious that shit's not as heavy. You're 18 dex, it's pretty obvious that you're quick on your feet. 18 charisma, maybe less so, but Zephyr's been doing a lot of charismatic stuff and have people following her, so maybe she could believe that. 18 con, I feel like maybe it's only in that fight that it's become apparent that I'm actually, I've got a fucking chin of steel. Like, basically, I just never go down, I keep fighting until the bitter end. I agree, it doesn't make a lot of sense for what Riven is. I don't think that they've thought about it all too much. This is early on in our journey. It's been, their mums just died, like almost killed multiple times, people fighting for their lives, the gods coming down, a meteor in the middle of the town, loads of the people that she knows are dead. So, like, I don't know. I'm sure the gods have a plan, I guess, but that's probably even giving it more thought than Riven has.
Okay. All right. Well, with that, the party can return to Aknara. It's been a long day. It was a long day yesterday, but here we are back in town in the late afternoon. Nothing's changed.
Let me pass out healing.
What?
Yeah.
It's the same day that you already rolled all your healing checks. Yeah. So we're back in Aknara. And for the first time in a while, there is nothing pressing. There's nothing you need at this moment that needs to get done. The mayor has left. Brahma is gone by the time you get back. He's going off with that 1,000 gold you gave him to get supplies, to build a better, blockade, visual blocker and scaffolding and help set up the hiding of the fortress gate. There's no enemies. It was storming just a few days ago. Maybe you'll get some visitors soon, but right now it's just chill. It's just a nice day.
Remind me, Bethany isn't like staying, is she? Right? Like the deal was that she'd take us to Hunter's Bay and then would be on her way.
She was going to go on her way. She is based out of a town whose name I didn't have for you at the moment, but I do now. She is based out of Lutz.
Lutz.
Yeah.
I knew that already.
Oh, did you?
I did. She's from Lutz, which is far away,
if I recall. Far away.
So we probably won't be seeing Bethany again.
But if
Thank God, that rotten bitch. Oh my God, I can't believe she didn't help us.
Well, Lutz is at the end of this very long river, so if you ever need to go anywhere, you could take that river and visit her in Lutz if you wanted.
Which river is it? Oh, there it is. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, this one.
Damn, this map's huge.
It's a little big.
Fucking massive.
Yeah, so, I mean, technically we're going to go back to Hunter's Bay. So I guess I don't mention it, but I assume she's going to be like, when we get back to Eknara, she's going to be like, listen, I'm off then.
Yeah.
Yep.
In which case, I will give her and Lily a hug and say thank you for helping us. And remember what we said, keep what happened here quiet. If anyone asks you about Selma Tailwind, just say that you dropped her off at Hunter's Bay and then came home.
Okay, I can.
Weren't we going to have her move over all the bodies to Hunter's Bay?
Yeah, we forgot to mention at the start of this
I
episode.
want to do that because if they get scryed upon...
Yeah, we do definitely need to move the bodies.
That was part of the plan.
I think that we would have brought them the first time, so we've probably deposited them back on the island and we can...
Yeah, I think you
deal
just
with it when we
left
go
them
back.
in the streets somewhere and didn't worry about where.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will talk to Bethany and I'll say, like, there is a place here for you if you want it. We could use someone with a ship. And
I have a
it's not
life.
like anyone's going to come after you.
I have family. I have
Alright.
work. I have...
Hold on, let him roll a charisma check.
We had this whole... We played this out in our last session.
Fuck,
We
yeah.
did.
I'm
we
just
did.
going to say, I'm not trying to convince them.
Work.
I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to convince them. I'm just going to say, listen, just think about it.
Think about it.
The
Okay.
world's going to be changing, and maybe the best place for you is here.
Well, if that day ever comes, I'll swing by and I'll make sure to bring you something from the real world.
If I ever see you again, I'll buy you a drink.
Toodles, everyone, and she will return to the boat. They'll set sail tomorrow when the lighting is better, but they're just going to hang out in the bay and leave in the morning.
I call the wardens to plan the killing of Bethany
The boat
and the
heist.
claiming of the boat. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
The boat heist. We're all pretty wounded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've
Yeah, we should
basically
get
not
we should get that
stopped.
checked out. Yeah.
Yeah, we should heal and
So-
get a XP,
I think a night at the tavern is in order.
The tavern that doesn't have a bartender anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, but like, how hard of a job is that?
I go back there
Yeah,
and pour
somebody's-
myself a drink.
Somebody's taking the job of bartender, surely. I mean, like, that's a
It's a
job
good
that
job.
can't go unfilled for long.
Yeah.
It's a top tier job. And
Essential worker,
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh
Like-
yeah.
Is the tavern owned by the town, or was it owned
No, it was
by
owned by
that guy?
the person who died defending it.
Does he have a family?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, there you go then.
Yeah.
So his wife's behind the bar.
Mary
Mary Sue. No,
Mary
wait.
Moo.
What's the woman from Corrie? The famous one. Blonde hair.
That bitch.
I can't remember. It doesn't matter. Mary Sue is.
Mary Sue it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, party. Would we like to rest until we're at full HP?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cedric, you want to roll a number of d8s until Riven gets to full HP
This-
because that's the
for
most.
me? Oh, yeah. All right. Then Riven. So 1, 2, 3.
Wait, what? Did you just roll 1, 2, 3?
No, 2, 4, 4.
Okay, so that's 10 total. Okay, keep going.
5.
Okay, there you go. Now I'm
All
full.
right.
All right.
4 days,
4 days.
for the party to get to full. 1, 2, 3. That'll take us all the way into December.
I look for Malchus in the sky.
Yeah. I look
Malchus
at
doesn't
my
show up until
XP
the first day
total.
of spring.
Oh,
Verasi
different campaign I was
rises
thinking
tonight,
of.
though.
Okay.
I would. I know we just skipped over a few days, but at some point I would like to call a meeting with the people who are in the town. We can roleplay it, but the gist of the meeting is like, listen, times are changing. We need people who are willing to fight to survive. These are going to be chaotic times. Things are changing. And basically, I have all the spears and the armor lined up for people to volunteer to come up and take them and claim them and, learn to use them. How many people can I convince to start learning to fight?
Rossi doesn't rise until January. I lied to you. How many people have you convinced to fight? I've got some.
Learn to fight.
Yeah, I've got some demographics for our town here. We started at 1,200 people. We're down to 1,153. That's including your 3 refugees and your 3 slaves. Let's see. That is 280 elders, some of which are retired wardens who are coming back to continue fighting. 295 children who were just riding off immediately. 575 adults who make the town function. Now, here's the kicker. Here's the real problem, is that Aknara is a subsistence agricultural society. There are people who can volunteer to fight, but like they're very time limited. Like right now, we're in the middle of autumn and it's harvest time. And so everyone, like people have taken a couple weeks off to deal with the chaos around town, but like it's harvest time. And if we fuck this up, we starve through winter and spring. So like, everyone is busy. This is the busiest time of year. And they were already trying to like tear down that thing and fill in the pit and clean up the bodies. Like, it's not that people are disinterested in that task. It's that Aknara barely hangs on to things with people's subsistence farming, and that's all been disrupted. And now like there's a manpower shortage because 50 people in the like working demographic, 10% of your working population has died, essentially.
Well, to be clear, the goal here is to find people who will take the spears and armor and like have them in their house and like ready to don them when trouble. Like this is like a who is going to take guardianship over these? Who wants to stand up and fight for the town when they have time? Like
okay, so we're not talking about
tend to your things.
Turning people into full-time soldiers. Okay.
No, this is like forming a militia of people who are brave enough to put on armor and grab a spear and fight if the town gets attacked by goblins, right?
Got you. Yeah, a militia.
This is a militia. Because I don't think we can support we could probably support a couple of professional soldiers, but like we can't really lose any workers.
Right. If you can make enough money to replace people's jobs with imports somehow, then you might be able to transition people from, laborers to warriors. But we're not there yet.
The other thing is if we find refugee, like people whose towns have been blown up and stuff like that, it's like, listen, you come join
you're
us.
Cutting out there, buddy.
You have a place in our town. Oh, sorry. The other thing is if we find people whose towns have been attacked or whatever, and there's only like 5 of them left, it's like, come on back over to our town. That's 5 extra hands work in the fields, and that may be one of them that frees up a person to be a soldier.
Absolutely. So you get a lot of people who are tenuously interested, but like they got to talk it over with their families. Someone volunteers, and then their dad is like, hold on, you're not old enough to do this. Or someone volunteers and their wife is like, sweetie, we've got 6 kids. If you die, I can't manage this on, there's household conversations, but in general, give me a charisma check. Let's see where the vibe is headed. Ooh,
36.
My God.
I'm giving you I'm just asking people to take this armor, learn how to use it in their time, right?
Absolutely.
To protect us.
The town is willing. It's just a matter of where to divvy up that armor and how to organize people. It would be a full-time job to train a militia, and you're going to be cheap to do that.
And for this, Elijah will be at your side offering, his services with organizing, of course, right? None of the physical stuff, but you obviously need to delegate some of this organizational work, right? Is that firm?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I will, I'll delegate to Elijah while he's in the town, and Elijah can appoint someone who can operate in his stead while he's out of town. I'm also going to pick some of the older wardens who maybe are too old to come out of retirement and tell them, listen, when people have spare time, try to teach them how to not get killed instantly wearing armor and using weapons. Like they don't have to be the finest warriors in the land, but if the whole town is holed up in the town hall and there's goblins outside, the best chance we have is if there's somebody carrying a spear and a shield and knows what to do with it, right?
Of course.
This is like we need a last resort. That's what I'm setting up for you, because we might not be here whenever you're attacked.
That's right. All right, militia will be forming in the background. This sort of thing will take months, and right now is the worst time to get it started. So maybe once winter fully sets in, we can manage it. All right.
We've got a concept of a plan, though. So.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Concepts of a plan, yeah.
There's a few spears and a few shields floating around the town. The people are a little better armed.
Absolutely.
Nice. Yeah.
So now,
good use of it.
With that slightly out of the way, party, let's zoom out on this map. Where to
Neil, can
next?
we do a little bit of XP first, maybe?
Oh.
Just a
crumb.
Just a crumb, sir. A crumb of experience.
I don't need much, literally a crumb.
Okay, let's do it. All right.
Yeah.
Let's do it. If you want XP, we can get you XP. Where is our happy fun time upbeat?
We've earned XP. We almost TPK'd like 3 times.
Okay. Rossi soldiers. Oof.
And a captain, don't forget. And there was also...
I hate to tell you, he had the exact same stat block as all the others. He was just the one left in charge. He's worth the exact same XP.
Oh, right. It did feel like he went down quick.
Yeah, same stat block.
Do I get like +1 XP for drinking from his carafe so that my EXP says 3,000 instead of 299?
Oh, well, everyone's going to get 200 for the fight. Mm-hmm. I liked Zephyr's opening of the battle, and I liked Mutin was like pineapple, and I wasn't sure if pineapple was a pre-agreed upon word, but I knew what you were doing instantly. And I liked Zephyr caught on and then opened it with a great flourish. And I love how Peachal did not notice any of that happening. Was like, what's happening?
Nope.
Where's the surprise
no
round?
Fucking idea what was going on.
It was a beautiful instant. So
I didn't even know what a surprise round was, to be honest.
I'd like to give each of you an additional 100 experience for just like really playing your character as well.
Huge.
And I'd like to give Riven an extra 100 experience for taking care of that woman's body. Oh my god, like thank you for staying in a character who, isn't immediately burning the world to the ground.
Might be worth 125, that one. Rather than 100.
You think 125?
I feel like that might be worth an extra 25 XP for that one. Because it's not just bringing the body down, it was also using my powers, Charm Person, to manipulate the party into helping bury the body, and then using my skills to leave a lovely flower arrangement on her grave.
I hate to break it to you, the Charm Person didn't come into play. Just Bethany's a good person, and bringing the body back was a good deed.
A good lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I cast Shield, so that should be worth like 50 XP under the normal rules. Right? Casting spells.
Really we hadn't gotten to spell casting.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, you can keep your 25 XP. I'm fine. As long as we're getting some for spell casting, I'm good. I wasn't sure if we were still doing that with the spell casting.
I don't think we are.
I just want to say we didn't. I didn't technically cast Log of Everburning, but I did bring it up at the right time.
He did bring it think about it.
Yeah, cool. Good. So who leveled?
I leveled.
Wait, no, Neil. 25 XP, come on.
You just told him to keep it.
Yeah,
No, but I didn't know he was going to give these XP for the spells.
Wait, how much XP did we get? Was that 300 total?
So,
300.
I'm just saying, Peachal being confused, no offense, Peachal, it gets him as much XP as me.
You both played your characters exceedingly well.
Oh, okay.
Dude, I just always make characters.
I'm not going to debate. I'm not going to debase myself.
They're confused. It's so fucking convenient.
Well, both Peachal and I are probably 25 XP away here.
Do I roll a D8 here?
Yes. You're all rolling D8s for HP.
Right. I'm below.
Wait,
but whatever.
okay, when do I level?
You don't level
At $5,000.
unless you've got 5,000.
Okay.
Did you
No,
add
that was my
200
question.
to your
I added 300, right?
300? Yeah,
Total?
yeah.
Yeah, 300.
Yeah, I'm at
You
4843.
You and Riven have different XP totals? Was
That
that?
was a
Oh man, we've
Good
gone back and
ideas.
forth on this. Oh yeah, I guess that's
they're
what it
really
was.
different too.
What's Nick's at?
But
4975.
yeah, it obviously ends in
Oh.
7.5.
Yeah.
Did I level? Or
Yeah, you
level
leveled.
3,000.
Yeah, you leveled. You only needed one. Yeah.
Do we get anything new for level 3?
You get second level
And
spells.
spells. Yeah.
Oh. All right, here's my 1d8 for HP, right?
Yep.
This is going to be an absolute banger 6. 3.
Take that.
How is Riven like 57 XP ahead of me?
I think Riven just had a. I don't know how it got to 57. That's a weird number, but you know.
What are the second level spells I get?
I am opening that up right now.
Very nice.
Why does Roll20 not have a command that's like add XP to character for DMs?
Because it's
probably.
actually worse to do that in the end. There's another system out there that I used to use where that stuff is automated and it creates huge problems when the DM puts in a small error and then like you got to go back. It's just it became a nightmare. Yeah, it's one of those awkward intersections of automation.
Yeah.
Okay, clerics, you hit third.
Yep.
That means all clerics get a +1 to hit. You can add it in the hit adjust under your combat tab of your character sheet.
Level.
It's an orange box on the right hand side. Red box, really.
So hit adjust +1 from level.
That's it.
Yep.
There you go.
Boom.
Clerics at third level get a non-weapon proficiency, which we can sort through
Okay.
later, or we can do it now. And we get some spells.
I'm gonna hold my Can I hold my proficiency for something that makes more RP sense?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, hold it
That's
for
what I
now.
wanna do.
I have spells for you, but they're not input into my sheet already, so I can't just immediately open the floodgates. Let me double check to make sure they're all complete, though. They are complete. So, second level spells. What's the right way to present these? I'm not going to present you your spells right now. I'll need, we're 3 hours in. I want to present them to you in your proper cards and everything. So at the start of our next session, we'll explore those powers. Let me get it in the right format for you, but they are here. Okay. Both of you are going to wait on the non-weapon proficiencies. I'm going to DM you the list one more time.
Yeah, any saving throw update?
No, not until I think clerics are every 3 levels. At level 4, at level 7.
Cool.
Like that.
I'm excited for the new spells.
I'll have to double check when you get them. Okay, so leveling aside, party. What's the plan? What are we gonna do? We got a whole
Hunter's
world.
Bay.
This is Hunter's Bay right
No, we need
next
to
to
get
you.
back and-
You've done it.
Check out the.
We gotta
need
check
to
out the cave,
caves.
man. We gotta get in there.
All right, so it's gonna
there's some magic items there.
rest up, head back to
I mean,
Hunter's
I feel
Cave,
like we're getting-
search the cave.
I feel like Neil's telling us that there's nothing there to find.
I
but-
do too, but I mean that's what we would do. I think.
Except for those
Yeah.
giant crystals that you saw, right?
Yeah,
there was shit in
there. We literally did see stuff like.
We
There
also
were
didn't
giant
get all the way
crystals
through.
growing. Yeah.
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 And
Okay.
the
Well, I can
also
prophecy
watch it.
was like the
Before
way will open up when the heroes arrive.
Yeah, before
and
we
no one
executed
else had been
Selma-
fucking in here. So yeah.
Before we
Yeah.
executed Selma, wasn't she yapping about some like? Yo, there's some shit there. I'm pretty sure that's what she said.
That's pretty what that's what you said, yeah. Yo, there's some shit
That's
there.
like basically exact, I think. Oh dear.
Great. Okay.
I can't believe I'm 25 XP short. This is shocking to me.
Well,
Do you just want 25 XP? Would that make you feel better?
No, we're just
do
gonna
that
level
to me,
together
no.
next
Yeah,
session.
Fine. We'll level together. Yeah,
Cool.
We'll hold our hands and we'll level together. It'll be great.
All right. Well, I'd say if you haven't been able to tell by my voice, I've been sick lately. So let's call our session short today because this is a nice stopping place before I kill my voice and send myself into a multi-day relapse.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm good.
We'll be back next week, hopefully, with some more Floating Fortress. We'll see new spells for our clerics, which I have written up and ready to go. They just need to be put in a distribution format. And I think our sorcerers will probably level next session as well. And we'll get to play with your spell acquisition as well.
Sick.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
That's it.
Keep an eye out. There's a new campaign dropping really soon, guys. It's going to be really exciting. Oh my god, it's going to feature 2 entirely new people. And now all the old heads are like, no, I'm scared. I don't like change. I don't like when there's new people. It's going to be dope, okay? You'll see. It's dropping really soon.